Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw. Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw. I don't trust these politicians cause they play in their position. Donald Trump is your enemy, controlled opposition. I ain't voted since 2012, was backing Obama. Till we supported gay marriage, that's what started the drama. I don't care about this country, you could say that it's treason. Killing babies in the millions, that's just one of my reasons. Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw. Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw. Look, politicians playing their position. I don't vote, no, that is my decision. George Bush, skull and bones, it's the same with the Clintons. Politicians rock the boat and they pushing their division. It's controlled on both sides, be it left or the right. They don't care about your kids or your life or your wife. They say all the right things, that is how they entice. Everything they do is scripted and they laugh while you fight. Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw. Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw.
Yeah, so the truth of the matter is, America is Mystery Babylon. Everything about this country is Babylonian. They killing babies, legalizing gay marriage, pushing transgenderism on your kids, grooming little kids through Disney. You cannot love this country and love the Most High. Revelations 18:4 says, "Come out of her, my people, that you not be partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues." Coming out of her means the political system, the Babylonian holidays, the traditions of men. Let it all go. Because judgment is coming to this nation and its fate is sealed. You can't be a patriot and love the Most High. Make a decision. Babylon is falling. Come out of her, my people.
Organic, they all panic but no disco. This water satanic and we damage and we sandwich. Trying to maintain a life we can't really manage. Resisting all the lies that the government implanted. Granted, yeah, the mainstream is enchanted, and I don't believe the fear porn that they really handed. Granted, everything is nothing disenchanted, and I don't believe the fear porn that they really handed. You will never see the truth cause the masses are distracted. Fear and repetition are they mind control tactics. Forgot about the rolling, now you focus on these sellouts. Focused on the wrong things, how long I gotta yell out. Shout out Oklahoma for protecting the unborn. They telling all their plans in the economic form. Pushing on the norm and I will not conform. Yeah, they really serve Satan and they don't hide their horns. Nah, flow is organic, they all panic but no disco. This water satanic and we damage and we sandwich. Trying to maintain a life we can't really manage. Resisting all the lies that the government implanted. Granted, yeah, the mainstream is enchanted, and I don't believe the fear porn that they really handed. Granted, everything is nothing disenchanted, and I don't believe the fear porn that they really handed. Yeah, the last 2 years, they done lied to your family, your wife, and your kids. Had the world all in fear, they were scared to get sick. While these pastors push a shot instead of pray for the sick. Yo, the first resurrection where I'm destined to be. And the Bible is a word, ain't no question to me. Knowing from the line of Judah is a blessing to me. And my flesh is a mess, ain't no question to me. Yeah. Shalom, family. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to be back with you guys in just a second. I'm going to do one more song, and then we'll jump into this, okay? All right. Be right back, y'all.
Hey, Yexer.
Yeah. Hey. Dun 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 dun. Only one way to Abba Yahushua is king, and he's coming back soon, and to him I will cling. Divide the sheep from the goats, it's division he bring. Jesus is a false messiah, and I know that it stings. Screw that white pagan, Jesus, Yahushua is king, and he's coming back soon, and to him I will cling. Divide the sheep from the goats, it's division he brings. You rejecting, you will perish, and I know that it stings. A Messiah named Yahushua, not Jesus or Christ. He don't have a pagan name that you need to get right. Don't wait till judgment day, you gon' plead for your life. Abraham brought the seed, that's the seed that brings life. And salvation is free, it's the cheapest in price. We all one in Yahushua, if you agree that we tight. And religion ain't the way, you need to flee from the lies. Keep his laws and commandments, be keen and be wise. And there's no one like him, went from lamb to a lion. Don't be mad at the truth, cause I'm here to enlighten. And the dome above us, NASA constantly lying. You think the earth isn't level, better peep the horizon. And I'm trying to gain the crown of life and make it to Zion. King Yahushua will return, hope to see you at Zion. No pre-trib rapture, we endure to the end. And the Most High is with us, he our father and friend. Hey, the old will pass away, the meek inherit the earth. You believe and repent, that is truly rebirth. And his blood that he shed paid the ultimate debt. Carried the sins of the world, had a sorrowful death. But he cried cause he loved us, and Yahushua just wept. And Yahuwah sent his son, covenant he had kept. In the name of Yahushua, I pray you accept. Every soul shall confess that he came in the flesh, and his name has been suppressed. Confess his name and be blessed. You will feel fresh like breath after brushing with crest. John 5:43, Christ can't save you from death. And the truth is hard to swallow when it got you so pressed. Only one way to Abba Yahushua is king, and he's coming back soon, and to him I will cling. Divide the sheep from the goats, it's division he bring. Jesus is a false messiah, and I know that it stings. Screw that white pagan, Jesus, Yahushua is king, and he's coming back soon, and to him I will cling. Divide the sheep from the goats, it's division he brings. You rejecting, you will perish, and I know that it stings.
A Messiah named Yahushua, I call on his name. Yeah, call on his name. I call on his name. A Messiah named Yahushua, I call on his name. I call on his name. Yeah, call on his name.
All esteem to the Most High. Welcome, everybody. It's good to be back here again. I give all esteem to Yahuwah, his beloved son, Yahushua. I hope you guys are well. So this stream is another impromptu stream. And I want to talk about some things that I've just been thinking about the last few days. And obviously, like many other streams, we'll just kind of wing this thing and kind of get through it. Please be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Let me get my shout outs. So we have
Patricia in the building. Shalom, sis. Good to see you. All esteem to the Most High. We have Lady Yaudi here. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah. Khan, all esteem to the Most High. We have Akim Yah in the building. Shalom, Ak. We have Melanated by Yahuwah. Hey, sis. Shalom to you. You have Yahukanan in the building. Shalom, Ak. We have Nimrod in the building. Shalom. We have Yummy in the building. Shalom, sis. We have Stephanie in the building. All right, y'all. So, hope you guys are doing well. Actual Israel, shalom, my Hebrew Israelite family. One love to you all. Shalom to you, Aki. Much love to you, family. So, I wanted to talk about some of the wolves in this nation. Yahuwah's nation of people, obviously. What's interesting to me is a lot of, if you guys watched my study yesterday, we disproved the whole concept of Yahusha being the archangel. And I want to warn you guys about soothsayers. So I'm going to pull up the definition because there are a lot of people out here that are soothsayers. And it's a very advanced form of spiritual sorcery that people use on you. And you need to be careful, y'all. I'm serious, because especially when you got women that are teaching. Now, I'm going to say this. When it comes to women teaching, I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman teaching other sisters. I have no problem with that, right? I believe a woman can teach other women, but I do not believe in a woman transcending the authority of a man. There's no way a woman should be teaching a whole congregation of men. I don't believe in that at all. That goes against the order that the Most High has established when it comes to man and woman. Now, I'm going to say this, because people get mad when I say that men and women are not equal. Do I believe that men and women are equal in the Most High's eyes? Yes, I do believe women have a very role in y'all, right? Hold on a second, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. Do I believe that women and men have a sense of value in the Most High's eyes? Yeah, I do. But they are not equal in roles. Okay, that's never going to change. Some people say, oh, well, the 144K is men and women. Where does it say that? When Yahusha selected the Talmudim or the disciples, he did not pick women. That was for a reason. Whenever there was judgment coming, it was men that brought judgment. There are obviously prophetess in scripture. There are women that certain things were revealed to them that it wasn't revealed to the man. Perfect example is Rebecca. She knew that Jacob was going to be who the birthright would go to. It wasn't revealed to Yatshak, Isaac, but it was revealed to Rebecca. So I'm not saying that the Most High cannot use women for his purpose, because we've seen many examples of that. But the flip side of this also is people feel like when it comes to a woman asking questions, she shouldn't be able to ask questions when there is a man leading. And I do believe in a woman asking questions. If a woman is trying to gain understanding of the Most High, she has a right to ask questions. Asking questions is not transcending my authority. If a woman respects that I'm the leader of a gathering of the Yashabalim, her asking questions is not at all transcending my authority. I have the authority to answer her question and address her question out of love and respect for her. But her asking questions does not mean she's wrong. Somebody asked me the other day, can women wear pants? And I see some of our people telling women, if you're wearing pants, you're going to hell. But is that actually true? We're going to look at the scripture. Let me pull this up real quick. Is that actually true? Let's go to Deuteronomy or Dabarim 22, verse 5. and we're going to see what it says. Shalom, Markiah is here. Hey, sis, good to see you. All esteem to the Most High. So let's look at this scripture real quick because I want to make something clear here. I think people are taking things out of context. This is Dabarim or Deuteronomy 22, verse 5. The women shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garments, for all that do so are an abomination unto Yahuwah your Eluah. There's nothing in here about pants. Okay, now you got to keep in mind also that when it comes to the Most High and this law that was given, there were no such thing as pants. So if a woman goes to a department store and she goes specifically to a woman's section and gets pants that are made for a woman's build, made specifically for a woman, and you cannot get these pants in the man's section, she is not transgressing the law because she bought pants that are made specifically for a woman. But some of our people are twisting the scriptures and saying if a woman's wearing pants, period, she's in transgression of the Most High. But when this law was given, there were no pants. Men were not wearing pants, neither were women wearing pants. But the scripture specifically says that a woman should not wear that which pertaineth to a man. So no, a woman should not be wearing a man's pants. A man should not be wearing a woman's blouse, a woman's pants. That is transgressing the law. But if you are wearing something that pertaineth to your respective gender, that's not breaking the commandments. Okay? So women can wear pants that are made for women and women only. Okay? Unisex, it doesn't apply. It has to be specifically for women. So now going back to the soothsaying thing, let me share my screen. And by the way, y'all, I want to show y'all this new background I made. It looks so fire. I'm going to come off the screen real quick because I just want to show it to y'all. Check this out. That is so fire, bro. Like, I just made it like literally a few minutes ago. I was like, I need a new background. You know what I'm saying? With the Most High's name, make it real colorful. I like the other one that I had, but I think this one is lit. One more time, y'all. Look at that. So, okay, I was talking. Yummy says, "Well, I was just talking about how in high school we had opposite day, right? Because this world pushes these things." So I know some women like to wear boys' shoes, you know, men's shoes and stuff like that because of the sizes and stuff like that. That is transgression of the commandments. A woman should not be wearing anything that a man wears, period. Just like a man shouldn't be wearing what a woman wears. I think that that's very, very cut and dry. But I see a lot of our people, especially in these camps, villainizing women because she went to the department store and bought women's pants. There is no scripture that says that you can't wear pants. A woman can't wear pants. Melanated by Yahuwah says, depending on how long this live is, Asheville, I'd like to join this live and boasting Yahuwah, Yahusha. Yahuwah is forever faithful. Yeah, sis, I'm going to open up the link just in case you want to jump in now. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat if you want to jump in. Post this here. Yeah, I mean, feel free to boast in Yahuwah, Yahusha. We always welcome that. You know what I'm saying? We always welcome that.
Hit me again, Ike, and put some stank on it.
Yahuwah. Since I just posted a link in the chat, if you want to jump in real quick, you're more than welcome to. Praying for Ali Shah is here. Hey, sis, good to see you. All esteem to the Most High. Before she comes on, I want to boast in Yahuwah, Yahusha. I have a great teaching for you guys this Shabbat. The Most High gave it to me today. I give all esteem to Yahuwah for this message. Let me show you guys real quick before we continue on this thing. We're going to get into the soothsaying in a second because I've noticed there are a lot of soothsayers out here. And you want to be careful about that. Let me bring on Melanated by Yahuwah on real quick. Hey, sis.
Hey, hallelujah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. It's a little bit of you might want to turn down whatever device you're using because I'm getting a little bit of feedback.
Can you get feedback? Are you still getting feedback? I'm on a bus, you guys.
Oh, okay. That's
so.
Yeah, that's
Can
fine.
you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
All right. So you guys, I just want to give all esteem to Yahuwah and Yahusha because I had got myself in some financial trouble because I'm a single mom and I've been struggling because I didn't have a job at the end of December and I hadn't been getting paychecks. And so I had got myself in some financial trouble and I didn't have enough money to pay my rent. And so Yahuwah gave me an out and made a way for me to make a deal with my apartment complex to keep me in there. But the deadline for me to pay $5,000 was yesterday because I only had $3,700 yesterday.
Mhm.
And I didn't know how I was going to get the rest of the money. I had went to my blood brother on Friday and told him about the situation. And we have a cousin that is more than capable of letting me hold it. But my brother couldn't get a hold of him. And so today I woke up and I try not to be stressed about Yahuwah because I know Yahuwah is in control. And
Right.
I know that everything works for the glorification of Yahuwah. But I had talked to another one of my brothers this morning. I just asked for prayers, because I was a little embarrassed. I was a lot embarrassed. I'm a single mom and, I don't like to ask anybody for nothing. I grew up with a mother that raised 6 children and she was very strong. She never asked nobody for help. And so that was bred off into, us as women and stuff. And I know that that's not how Yahuwah wants us to be, but I just sent my brother a message on Telegram, my brother and Yahuwah, a message on Telegram this morning at 5 something. And he sent me back a message at 6:41. And he said, asking him to pray for me. He said, "Sister, I prayed for you before I even listened to your voice note." And he was like, "Can you still pay it?" And so me and him were going back and forth. And he put up a post, made a donation in PayPal, you guys, and somebody donated almost all the money, so I was able to pay my rent. So all esteem to Yahuwah and Yahusha, because me and my children will not be out on the streets. And I just want to let you guys know that we shouldn't worry about anything as long as we are walking in righteousness to Yahuwah. Yahuwah will make a way, and He can use anybody. So praise Yahuwah. Praise
All
Yahusha.
esteem to the Most High Yahuwah. Family, can I get a fire emoji in the chat? All praises to the Most High. Sis, I'm so glad to hear that. And that's what, this teaching I'm going to do. And that's why I just feel like when it comes to the Most High and Him leading us to do certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like even with this teaching is about trusting Him, right? So the teaching I'm doing this Shabbat is about crying out to the Most High, the power of crying out to Him. Crying out to Him is throwing all things aside, trusting in man, trusting in this, trusting in that, and allowing the Most High to make a way. And in these times we live in right now, all we can do is trust our Alua because the world is against us. But that's when we are all in one cassette trusting in the Most High. And we say, Father, like even when I have situations that happen, I say, Ab Yahuwah, I don't know how this is going to work out, but Father, I trust you. And He always comes through. Always. He has not failed us not one time. The Bible says that He will not leave the righteous forsaken nor begging bread. You know what I'm saying? And when you are a child of the Most High and you are of his people, the nation of His people, there's nothing you have to worry about. He is in control. I'd feel worse if I was a heathen and, my idol was fake and built by man's hands. But since we are the children of the Most High Alua, the true creator of all things, there is nothing He will not do for His people. So I give all esteem to Yahuwah for that, sis. Thank you. You just brought a shabak, you know what I'm saying? A shabak out of my ruach for that, sis. So I'm so glad to hear that, sis. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, family.
And you guys are thank you guys for being here and for always being here to be edified. And you'll never have to feel alone or ashamed in Yahuwah. Those are all spirits
Don't ever
and that's what I'm working on.
Like me, bro, I'm so overzealous for Yahuwah. Bro, I say it everywhere I go. I'll scream it out, Yahuwah! You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere I go, people know who I serve. They know who I serve because I'm not ashamed of the Alua of Yahuwah. I'm not ashamed of the Mashiach. People get mad, oh, the Yexer doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. It may not matter to you, but it matters to me because I know what He has done for me. And I think, honestly, y'all, maybe at some point we'll do a call-in show, and I want to hear your testimonies. I want everybody to at least call in at least once and tell us your testimonies. Tell us what the Most High has done for you, sis. And honestly, if anybody on here during any time on the stream, if you have a praise report, I want you guys to come on here and share it, because testimonies are so important. What the Most High is doing in your individual lives is so important. We need to hear about that to encourage others. So once again, sis, thank you so much for coming on here and just letting us know about that. Somebody needed to hear this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. All esteem to the Most High, y'all. All right. So I give esteem to the Most High for what he's doing in our lives individually, for our families. I'm thankful to the Most High for waking us up to the truth, allowing us to truly, truly serve him in truth and ruach. So we give esteem to him for that. We give him esteem for our beloved sister, how he came through for her. So all praises, man. All praises to the Most High. Now, I want to talk about this soothsaying thing, because Cece says, I don't know why I didn't get notification. Shalom. Sis, if you are, well, I know you're in the Discord. Lady Audi posted posted the name or posted the notification in the Discord, so you should have got it. I don't know why you didn't. That's kind of weird. I gave her the link and she did post it. Yeah, it's right here in the general chat. So you should have got it. I don't know why you didn't, but I'm just glad you're here with us right now. So all esteem to the Most High. Prayer for Alisha says we need more testimony and affirmations assisting in keeping us in this walk. All praises. Absolutely. And that's honestly the next thing I'll probably do. We have a show. Oh, speaking of which, so as you guys know, my album is dropping Friday. Ken Diesel says, what's the Discord link? To one of our moderators, Markia, Praying for Alisha, Lady Yaudi, Tashara, Yehukanan, can one of you guys please post the Discord link into the chat for Aki, Ken Diesel, because they wanted to get into the Discord. So you can, one of you please post the Discord link into the chat for our beloved Aki. I really appreciate it. But yes, my album is dropping on Friday. It'll be dropping Thursday at midnight. Now, what I want to do is I pushed the album release date to 5 p.m. Originally, we agreed on 4 p.m., but we're going to push it to 5 p.m. because I want to make sure that everybody is able to get into this chat. Yeah. One of you guys post a link to the Discord and I'll pin it to the top of the chat. So if anybody's catching on the replay or something like that, they can be able to get it. So we're going to go live Friday at 5 o'clock for that. And then I'll probably do another call-in show sometime this week. Today's Tuesday, Pagan Tuesday. It's the third day. Okay. So that'll be Yom Shalashi, the third day leading up to Shabbat. So maybe we can do Yom Rabbi. So the fourth day, which will be tomorrow, we'll do the testimony show. Because I know a lot of y'all got some things that the Most High has done in your personal life, and we definitely want to hear about it, you know? So all esteem to the Most High. But yes, family, we will be going live on Friday at 5 p.m. Okay, so make sure you're here. I got all the songs right here lined up, every song, all the tracks, all esteem to Yahuwah. It's going to be lit, bro. It's going to be lit. And we're going to be broadcasting on Facebook Live as well. So I don't see anybody posting in the chat, so I'm going to just post a link real quick from my phone to the chat, and I'll pin it to the top. So whoever is watching this later, if you're watching the replay right now, you can just go in the chat and click the link, and you can also join our Discord. And it's just a way to be able to always be notified so you don't miss any of these lives. Okay. Praying for Alisha posted it, and Markia posted it. Okay, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Let me pin it to the top here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me just pin it to the top. Everybody watching, if you haven't joined the Discord, it's just a way to be able to get notified if you're not getting notifications on YouTube. And we just posted the link to the top of the chat. Okay. All right. Now, let's get down to business. So I want to talk about the soothsaying, because I've noticed this is happening a lot, y'all. Please hit the like button. You can do it. Please hit the like button. So let me show y'all something here. We're going to look at the definition of the word soothsayer. Okay. Keep in mind that soothsaying it's a form of sorcery. Now we know the Most High don't rock with witchcraft. He don't rock with sorcery, and it's a very subtle form of sorcery. It's not like you got a crystal ball in front of you. It's not like that. It's a very subtle form of sorcery, okay? And it's a person who predicts the future, right, by magical, intuitive, or more rational means, okay? Now, soothsaying can fall under a lot of different categories. Like somebody might be extremely emotional. You know what I'm saying? It's just like like an example I can give you is like if someone is trying to say something to you, oh, LORD, he showed me something. Give me your hand, sister. Let me touch your hand. Oh, let me touch your hand. Oh, he's speaking to me right now. Oh, I'm crying because I just see what he's going to do in your life. Oh, I believe it so strongly. Oh, I know he's speaking to me. I know he's speaking through me to you. And only this is for you. That is soothsaying. You need to be careful when someone is speaking to you and they just break out and just start crying. Now, I'm not saying we can't cry, right? That's a natural human emotion, okay? But when people are using it to say that you need to do something, or they're trying to speak something in your life, or they're trying to convince you to listen to them, you need to be careful about that, because tears is one of the most powerful ways to manipulate somebody. And there are some people in this truth. Yeah, Praying for Ali Shah says, don't touch me, heathen, but we got our own people out here doing this, soothsaying. And I ain't gonna say no names out loud. Okay, I ain't gonna say no names out loud. I don't need to. But my last teaching about Yahusha not being Mika all, yeah, that person that's pushing that lie, she uses soothsaying a heck of a lot. I mean, a heck of a lot. I used to watch her. From time to time, I would just casually watch her videos. But I noticed she was using a lot of soothsaying, where she'll start talking about the Bible, but then she'll start crying. Oh, brothers and sisters. Oh, brothers and sisters. Oh, I know Yahuwah is speaking. I know we're going to get out of here soon. Oh, we're the chosen people. Oh, please, just believe what I say, because I'm crying a river. Oh, brothers and sisters, our time is coming to an end. Oh, please trust in me. Oh, I'm called by Yahuwah. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful about that, because it's just like another person. They have a YouTube channel, and they were talking about being the 144K. Keep in mind, this is a woman, okay? This is a woman that's teaching about the 144K with no biblical backing, okay? No biblical backing at all. And, they started getting all emotional. Then they started crying, you know what I'm saying? And then people started believing it. You got to be careful, y'all. You got to be careful. And there are some people who claim to be prophets when they are essentially nothing but witches, high-ranking witches that understand the power of soothsaying. They understand the power of emotional manipulation, which is sorcery. And, it's really sad, bro, that there's so many people out here coming out here speaking to be chosen by the Most High, speaking of being called by the Most High, but the things that they're saying and the things that they're doing is a way to entice you. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm just going to call it out. I'm going to show you a few examples of the people I'm talking about, because, man, the deception in Yasharal is very, very strong. I'm going to show you this first person. Some of y'all know who she is. Now, please, if I show you who these people are, do not go on their channel attacking them. Okay, please do not start attacking them and calling them names and putting them down and stuff like that. Please don't do that. I'm not asking you to. I am not telling you to do that. I am showing you who they are so you avoid them. Okay? So this first person, y'all know who she is. Give me a 1 if you know who she is. I'm going to show you who it is in a second. Carrie Ann Giddens. Give me a 1 if you know who this person is. All right. Some of y'all do. Okay. And I'm going to show you how this person uses soothsaying. Okay. I'm going to show you exactly who it is. Okay. Y'all know who she is. Okay. And I'm going to show you how she uses soothsaying. Okay. Yahuka and I don't know who she is. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you what technique she uses for this witchcraft. So if you go to her page, right, you see how she's dressed in all white. You see this colorful, sparkly background. This is a way she entices you. This is a way she sucks you in to these prophecies that she's speaking. Now, I'm going to tell you why there are some things about her that don't sit right with me. She has a family member who is deceased, okay? And there's literally a video of her praying to the dead, okay? I don't want to sit here and make nothing up. I'm going to show you, okay? Because there's literal proof of this, you know? And some people may not like that I'm bringing this stuff out, but I'm just telling you, you need to be careful. Y'all really need to be careful. Some of these people are dealing with shadim. They're dealing with demons, and you don't know what you're dealing with. They're stealing people's prophecies and all these other things. And, you know, you allow these people to pray over you, to put all these kind of things on you. You need to be careful, y'all. You know, you really do. And I saw a video of her where somebody had passed away, and she essentially was praying on behalf of the dead. Let me see here if I can find a video. And you know that is highly discouraged in Torah. My problem with her is she always talks about we're the children of the Most High, but yet you are not teaching the Torah. You are not teaching the commandments. You are not teaching the ways of the Most High, and that's the problem. How can we truly serve the Most High if we are not keeping his laws and commandments? This is what got us to these lands of our captivity in the first place. Lawlessness, doing the ways of the heathens. She over here celebrating birthdays. Yeah, she'll talk about Christmas is wicked. We know that. We know these holidays are pagan, but not one word about Yahuwah's feast days. And the children of Yasharah should be keeping Yahuwah's feast days, y'all. So I'm going to show the proof that she was praying to the dead. And I'm going to just show it because I don't need to lie on nobody. I'm not on that. I'm not on that kind of time.
Carrie Ann Giddens has gone from.
So let me just play it for you, and I'm gonna let you see for yourself, because I don't need to lie on nobody, bro. I don't bear false witness. I don't need to do that. Let's listen to it.
My brother would phone and say, Carrie, because he's in Jamaica, and he would, Carrie, ring me back now. It was exactly like that in the vision, and the vision started with my brother ringing, Carrie, ring me back now. Ring me now. So I said, yeah, I will. So in the vision, I rang my brother back. And when I rang him back, I heard this laughter. My mom, my sister, I've got 3 brothers in the house, and my 2 nephews. So when my brother was on the phone, I heard this laughter and chattering and everything. And my brother was saying, Carrie, guess what? Guess what? And I said, what's happening? What's going on? This was in the vision. And he said, Dada is home. And I was like, don't be silly. Stop messing about. And he said, no. He's home. He's literally in the living area, in the dining hall, rather. And I said, what do you mean he's home? He said, I'm just going to give you the phone and you speak to him. Brothers and sisters, my heart was beating fast. The reason why it was beating fast, because I knew that my father was dead.
At this point.
Wait a minute. So who are you talking to then? Like what? Bro, hold on. Let's keep going. I need more context.
He's in a good mood. He calls me Kerr. When he's happy and everything, he calls me Kerr. Hello, Kerr. So he came on the phone and he went, hello, Kerr. And the first thing I said to my father, I said, Dada, you're dead. Just like that. Because I knew he was dead, both in the natural and both in the spirit. I said, I said, Dad, I said, you're dead. I said, what you doing here? I said, you're dead. Listen to this, brothers and sisters. Listen to this. I want you to listen carefully. My dad is a very expressive person, very. The hospital told all of you that I'm dead. He said, I'm not dead. He said, I am not dead. He said, the hospital does not understand what has happened to me.
Wow. Oh, man. Bro, y'all see what I'm talking about? Do y'all see what I am talking about? Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
You've got the prophets to teach the people. So we know it's kind of forbidden for people to not that they cannot come back and tell you where they are, but
Okay. I've heard enough. So she's essentially saying that this person spoke from beyond Sheol to her and told them that she's not dead. Now, we're going to see if this lines up with the Bible, because it does not. I'm going to tell you that right now, but I'm going to pull up the scriptures and I'm going to prove all things what the word of the Most High says. Let's look at what the scriptures say. Let's prove it with scripture, because this is not biblical. This is not biblical at all. Let me pull up the scriptures real quick, and we're going to look at what the scriptures say. All right. Let me switch out my screen here. All right, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 5. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. The dead know nothing. Oh, wait, yeah, I had to make sure I'm sharing my screen. Okay, the dead know nothing. So you're telling me that you had a vision. Well, she said that in the vision, they said that they're dead in the spirit, but they're dead in real life. But yet you're having these visions, so to speak, of them telling you that they're not dead. But it clearly says right here in the scriptures that the dead know nothing. So I'm a little confused here. I'm a little confused, because this does not line up with what the scriptures say, that the dead cannot speak to the living. Why would the Most High send someone who has passed away to come to you to tell you that they're not dead? This sounds like some soothsaying type stuff. This is witchcraft. Now, another thing I want to show you guys, now that I've proven that, let me go back to her page. Now, she got a lot of backlash, because she has been she came out and admitted that she was going to be divorced from her husband, which is what she said out of her own mouth. And apparently she says she believes that she can remarry. Here's the problem, though. In a sense, that is true, that a person can remarry, but only in the sense of adultery, fornication. That person writes a divorcement and chooses to separate, you can remarry, right? But the problem with this is that if they want to reconcile, you have to at least reconcile with them. This is what the scriptures teach. And so she came out and she admitted this. And now what she's doing is she's making these videos asking people to give her money. I think she was asking for like $10,000 for you to donate to her, because she wants to give her children a home. And I find that kind of strange. So let me show y'all this. So this is her page. This is one of her videos, right? And we're going to go to her GoFundMe. Let's see how much she's asking for. 250,000 pounds, y'all. Needing a home for my 3 boys and myself. Huh. Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my. She's raised 10,000 pounds and she's asking for 250,000 pounds. This is what she says. Hi, guys. As some of you may know, I am a prophetess of Ahaya on social media, but I'm also a single mom of 3 boys, including one that's disabled. I'm currently not working at the moment, so I get by with whatever love offerings I get from brothers and sisters. I know it's a lot of money I'm asking for, and it may take years to get it, pending the second Exodus, but I would love to have a home of my own. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Boy. Yeah. And, you know, I look at this background, and I see her dressed in all white, and you have to understand that this is soothsaying. Okay. It's no different than if you look at like a spiritist or a medium. They also have like this all white garb that they wear. Let me show you. Spiritist, all white. 250,000 pounds. Wow. Okay, hold on a second. Let me show this to y'all real quick. So a spiritist or a medium, oftentimes they wear all white, like witches and stuff like that. So most of the time when they're doing these like rituals and stuff like that, sometimes they wear all white. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just kind of haunting. Okay. So let me show you this real quick. We're going to go to the word for mediumship. Okay. Which is what this could be connected to. And you're going to see some images of people wearing all white. Let me see here. Let me scroll down. You see the all white right there. Okay. Now you might see this color right here and be like, well, she's not wearing all white, but you can see the all white right here. Okay. Let me see if I can find some more images here. Give me a second. But this is soothsaying. Okay. Now she's not using emotional charged language and stuff to reel you in, but her background, look at that, all white. You see, all white, all white, all white. You see the veil over the head. Now, yes, women should wear, you know, head coverings, but the all white right here, that's very symbolic of spiritism. They oftentimes wear all white for spiritism. Sometimes they'll have, you know, flower carnations next to them. You know, they might have like a heavenly kind of like look to them, but it's really sorcery. It's high level witchcraft. You know, and she's speaking these things and people are believing it. And, you know, they're not saying, okay, wait a minute. You know, why would the Most High reveal this to you? Why would the Most High reveal that? Y'all got to be careful, family. Melanated by Yahuwah says, hit that like button. Yes, please, please, please smash that like button. Smash that like button, family. There's a lot of things that we're going to be bringing out today.
Hit me again, Ike, and put some stank on it.
Hit that like button. Put some stank on it. Hit that like button. Yada yada. All right. Now, another thing I want to show you guys, since we're talking about spiritism and spiritists and things like that. So they use emotional language, crying, emotion to manipulate you. They use visual aids to kind of entice you and suck you in. And they also use guilt trips. Well, if you don't do this and you don't do that, then you're not going to have this. I mean, the pastors do it all the time. You know, they use the scripture. They will even use the word of the Most High. Well, you know, the Lord loves a cheerful giver. You know, make sure to, you know, pass that collection plate around more than once. You know what I'm saying? Using guilt trips to make you feel like if you don't do it, you can't be blessed by the Most High. If you don't have it to give, you can't be blessed because you have not given, even if you don't have it. Boy. 250,000 pounds is about $312,000. So that seems to me like she's literally trying to buy a house with that amount of money. You should be thankful to the Most High that you have something. I'm happy if the Most High Yahuwah gives me the bare minimum. I'm happy with that. The bare minimum is enough for me. As long as I'm able to come here to bring the word of the Most High, to bring out the truth, to congregate with the Kadashim, the children of the Most High, the bare minimum is enough for Yexer. That's enough for me. I don't need no more than that. Abi Yahoo, Shalom sis. Gino makes a lot of noise acting like he got healing hands. People have asked me about Gino. I don't trust him. A lot of these teachers and stuff, I just do not trust. I really honestly do not. Now, I'm going to show you something else here. Give me a second. Let me pull up this next thing I want to show you guys. So we've proven that there are soothsayers. We're proving that there's high-ranking witches out here. And that's why I tell you, you got to be careful. Just because they say the names don't mean they ain't using some sort of spiritual witchcraft on you. All right, I'm going to show you some more examples here in a second. So let me show you an example of what soothsaying is. I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. It's called emotional sorcery. Pastor Darby actually did a really good teaching on this. And it's just a way that people can entice you because they're crying. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you watch, those African commercials where you see poor children and then they got the music playing in the background to make you feel like you're wrong if you don't donate to them. Let me show you. I'm going to just give you a little example. Okay? Now, it's heartbreaking seeing what these children are going through, but this is a form of soothsaying. Okay? So let me share the screen and let me show you this. It's really, I'm telling y'all, it's really high-level witchcraft. All right, let's watch this real quick. This is soothsaying, y'all. And I understand us Abarim, we're a very emotional people. We're a very compassionate people. Okay, Markia says she couldn't hear the sound. Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted you to see the images. But when you look at this video, you can clearly see that there are these poor, innocent children that are suffering, that are not well, that are not doing okay. Hold on. Let me try to share it again because I want you guys to hear the music. Okay. All right. Give me a 1 if you're able to hear the music. You should be able to hear the music. Okay. Let me just play a little bit, not the whole thing, but just
in front of you.
Give me a 1
sitting all alone, crying in pain from hunger, near death from sickness. And what if all you had to do was reach into your pocket and pull out 50 cents to save that child's life? This is that child, and this is that moment.
Okay. So you guys can see the music. This is the power of music, dude. This is why I, as an artist, I understand how music can manipulate people. I understand frequencies. I'm an engineer, so I work with equalizers. Equalizers is what I use to manipulate frequencies. Matter of fact, let me show you something real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm not going to play any sound, but I'm going to just show you how an equalizer works so you can understand. So like when I'm mixing my beats, I'm mixing, my tracks or mixing my records, I'm going to show you what an equalizer looks like. Okay. So I'm going to just pull up one of my melodies. You probably won't hear the music because I don't think it's going to be able to play through the computer because I'm going to do it from my desktop. But I'm going to just show you what an equalizer is so you can understand the power of frequencies and music and how music is meant to literally emotionally manipulate you, which is why I say when it comes to music, it can't be sorcery. The music we listen to, or that I hope y'all don't listen to by these artists, is literal witchcraft. But I'm going to show you how equalizer works so you can see what I'm talking about. So just give me a second. I'm going to pull up my software that I use to make my beats, and I'm going to just show you what an equalizer is so you can just see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to just pull up one of my melodies that I made a long time ago, just a random melody, and I'm going to show you these frequencies and how they work using an equalizer, okay? Just so you can understand the manipulation of frequencies and how they make you sad, they make you angry, you know what I'm saying? They make you feel depressed, certain songs, certain chord structures, the way music is structured. It's total, you know what I'm saying, total manipulation. Same thing with animals. You know, they show you the animals that are hungry, the animals that are starving. And, you know, honestly, when I saw commercials like this of children in Africa, it gave me a false perception of what Africa is really like. I didn't realize that Africa itself is not all what you've been told by the European media. My best friend, shout out to him. This is my Ak. His name is Weddy. This dude grew up in East Africa, right? I had always been told that Africa is poor and people live in villages and huts and stuff like that. That is not the truth. Bro, the house that he grew up in was absolutely huge. It was bigger than most of the houses I've even seen in Beverly Hills. So let me just pull up a random melody that I already have loaded up here. And I'm going to just show you guys what a frequency looks like. So you can just see how, when you listen to these records, when you listen to your favorite rapper, how they manipulate these frequencies to manipulate you. Give me 1 second. Let me just pull up one of these melodies real quick. You probably won't be able to hear it, but I just want to show you something. So let me just. All right. So this is a melody that I made, and I'm going to swap this out, and I'm going to just open up my equalizer, and I'm going to show you what it looks like so you can see what I'm talking about. So give me a second, y'all. Okay. I'm going to give you a little background on music real quick. I'm going to educate y'all real quick. All right. Because I know some of y'all don't understand the power of music, but as an artist, as somebody that makes it, composes, and all of that, I can show you how this stuff can be used to manipulate you. All right. So let me open up my equalizer, and I'm going to play the melody. And like I said, you ain't going to hear it probably, but I'm just going to show you. All right. I just want to illustrate it to you. Okay. So I'm in FL Studio right now. All right. This is my melody right here. Okay. Let me just play it. Okay, so that's my melody. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my equalizer and I'm going to play the melody. Okay, so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you look right here, these are the frequencies in the beat. So you can see those frequencies that are moving when I play the melody, right? So let me just come back on the screen, all right? So when you look at this frequency, you can see that's playing when I play the melody. This is your lower frequency. These are your mid frequencies, and these are your higher frequencies. All sound is made up of frequencies. So even just listening to me in this microphone right now, when I speak, you are hearing frequencies. Okay. Now, if I want to manipulate you, all I got to do is play the melody, boost this frequency, cut this frequency out. I can close the sound down. I can boost the frequency, make it louder, lift it up. This is how they mix records. They boost them, they take them out, they add to them, and they reduce them. Now, in basic engineering, like let me reset these bands. What I would do most of the time, like, let me show you something else. So that's a melody. Now let me show you vocals. Okay. So let me pull up something else here. Give me a second. And I'm going to show you how it works with speech or just, regular sounds. So give me a second, y'all. All of these are beats, by the way, y'all. These are all beats I've made, you know what I'm saying, over the years. I've got thousands of them. Look at all these beats, y'all. All of this. Okay. Now I'm going to go to my vocals. I'm going to get an acapella of one of my songs, and I'm going to show you how my voice, how it works with my voice. So give me a second. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So let me go to here, and I'm going to go to my songs, and I'm going to go to my Vox box. Now, these are all my vocals from old songs that I did. Okay. So I'm going to just let's just do Eternal Torah. All right. So I'm going to go right here, and I'll bring in my vocals. So let me just drag that in, and I'm going to show you how I use this to also mix my vocals. So this is a whole vocal track right here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Okay, so these are my vocals, right? Now I'm going to take this, and I'm going to link this to the mixer track, and then I'm going to open up these frequencies, and I'm going to show you. All right, this is my voice. Fell into idolatry, Yahusha is the prodigy. Babylon pulled us into sodomy pornography. So you can see that my voice is not the deepest. So you notice that from here to about here is like the strongest signals in my voice, right? So if I wanted to mix this, all I would do is take out the low end. So I can just take out literal simple frequencies, and I can manipulate how something sounds, and I can literally boost frequencies to manipulate you emotionally. Okay. And this is what this industry is doing to a lot of people, and they don't understand. This is why when you listen to certain songs, when you listen to certain sounds, it makes you feel a certain kind of way. It's just like that Little John song where they're going shots, 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 manipulating you. That's why most of the time when you hear that Little John song, you feel what I'm saying? People are taking shots. Okay. Give me a 1 in the chat if you know who Waka Flocka Flame is. Give me a 1 in the chat if you know who Waka Flocka Flame is. Hey, Crystal. Shalom to you, sis. How you doing? Yada yada. So Waka Flocka Flame. Okay, some of y'all know who he is. Okay, I used to listen to him back in the day. Y'all know who he is. Okay, yada yada. All right. So Waka Flocka Flame, his music was being banned from certain clubs. Certain DJs would not play his songs because when you played his songs, people became very violent. There was another song I remember when I used to go to the club called Bone Crusher. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. Niggas was getting socked out, punched, beat up over that song, bro. People were getting violent over that song because these songs have an effect on us, and it is a weapon. It is a weapon being used against our people, which leads me to my next point. I talked about sorcery. I talked about witchcraft. Music is another form of that. And I'm not saying all music is bad. Okay, I love Stevie. Let me tell y'all some of the people I listen to. I love Stevie Wonder. I love Ray Charles, the OJs, the Temptations, Al Green. I love old school music, R&B. If it's not too sexual, I can listen to some R&B. I used to obviously listen to Keith Sweat. I had to turn away from it because there's a lot of sexual stuff in there. But I enjoy beautiful compositions. I'm a rapper, but I listen to a lot of genres that some people don't even know exist. Because I listen to a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? But music is a powerful tool that they can use to brainwash you. And so me being a Yahudi and wanting people to know the truth about Yahuwah Yahusha, I decided to use my gift for good. Praying for Ali Shah says, Stevie is an OP, all temp, are really secular and very sensual. Maybe because I grew up in it, I know. Right. But I feel like a lot of Stevie Wonder songs some are very sensual, have very sensual undertones to them. but are very beautiful too. My favorite song by Stevie Wonder is Ribbon in the Sky. Part-Time Lover obviously is sexual. Even Superstitious has some occultic themes to it. But I don't think that all music is bad. You know, I enjoy people like the Carpenters. Okay, some people don't even know who the Carpenters are, like Karen Carpenter and her brothers and stuff like that, has some of the most beautiful melodies I've ever heard in my life. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the Carpenters. I enjoy electro swing music, you know, like from like the Rolling 20s, you know, Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. One of my favorite songs I've ever heard. You feel what I'm saying? I love jazz. You know, when I was taking piano lessons, the person that taught me chords to where I've gotten to where I'm at now was a jazz pianist, because I was growing up in the church. So a lot of the jazz music you hear, the jazz chords you hear, you know what I'm saying, are found in gospel music. Those minor chord progressions are found in jazz, are also used in gospel music. So I'm a lover of music, but I had to purge myself of the wickedness attached to a lot of these songs. Like, I saw a video of these children at this drag queen show, and they were playing a song that's obviously meant to have an effect on the children. That song that says, "I kissed a girl and I liked it." Witchcraft, soothsaying, sorcery. It's exactly what it is. Diana Yah says, this is true. Just like at the song, been in the storm too long ago, a famous church just to make you sad and overwhelmed. Guess what happens then? Draws evil spirits and you do not have shalom. Yes. Same thing with the altar call. You know, you go to church and then they play the music, you know, just like the pastor. Oh, I don't know zoology. I don't know astrology, but I know this. Jesus. All of that stuff that they do, anybody could do that. I could do that, right? But they use music and these musical sounds to draw you in. You feel what I'm saying? And it is witchcraft. Just like when they're passing around that collection plate, what do? What do? They get the choir to do a B selection, to do an A selection. You get drawn in by the music. Why do you think there's so many homos in the church? Because they got a lot of talent. So the pastor ain't telling, you know what I'm saying, that dude that's been directing the choir since he was 12, you been knew he was gay. You been knew he was gay. But they won't tell these people to repent. And they allow all types of wickedness to take place because they use them for their talents. All right, I got to do it. Ha! Gay! You knew they was gay. They didn't have to tell you. You knew, bro. You knew they was gay. Yes, thank you, Markia. Nothing but theatrics. Women shaking off their wigs, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just straight on theatrics. It's all about upstaging the next person. You know, I had this revelation years ago. After I moved out of my mom's house and I decided to do my own thing, I saw a video of her at church. And she was doing the normal stuff she do. And it's just like, you know, and it's like I saw the video of her. I was obviously not doing so well, you know what I'm saying, in life. But when I looked at that video of her, she looked completely content that I wasn't doing well in life. You know what I'm saying? I got heavy into the weed smoking because it was just so much I was dealing with at 18. My mom didn't really want me around anymore. She didn't want to help me. She didn't care. I used to be an actor. Bro, she took all my earnings, all the money I made as a child actor, and stole all of it and was living good. You know what I'm saying? While I'm out here smoking weed and getting high to deal with the pressure of my mom kicking me out at 18. Didn't, you know what I'm saying, didn't teach me any skills, didn't teach me to drive, didn't teach me how to pay rent, didn't teach me none of these things. And she thought she could just take all my money and just leave me out there with nothing. So I still have an issue with her because of these things, because she's never repented for it and she don't think she was wrong. I still have recordings of her justifying what she did. Then she tried to gaslight me and say, well, you wanted to leave, Yexer. You ran away so many times. I didn't want to leave. You woke me up on my 18th birthday and said, get out. I was knocked out asleep. Threw me out, left me with nothing, took all my money, took all my earnings. People like, Yexer, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. And then from there, I went on a downward spiral. Then I started getting into selling drugs. Then I started getting into slanging. Then I started hanging around killers. Then I started turning to the streets because I was raised as a good boy. You know, I went to church and stuff like that every Sunday. My aunties, you know, didn't really let me go out very much. And because I had finally been, you know what I'm saying, out of that element, it was only natural I would go after the world. You know what I'm saying? Then I lost my virginity at 17. And then by the time I was 18, I was going crazy because it was a coping mechanism. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not proud of these things, y'all. I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? I wish that I would have known who Yahuwah Yahusha was much earlier in my life. I would have repented and I would have turned from the things I was doing. My father wasn't around, so the streets raised me. But when you have guns pulled out on you, when you're getting robbed, when people asking you where you from, because, you know, you got a certain hat on, you know, in LA is very cutthroat. You feel what I'm saying? You might not understand that you know, there's a certain way you got to move in Los Angeles. You can't just wear what you want to wear. If I want to wear a blue NY hat, they're going to think I'm from 6-0. If I wear a red Washington hat, they're going to think I'm from Inglewood Families. Take that hat off, cuz. Take it off. Where you from, homie? Where you from, cuz? Nah, I don't bang, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. Where you grow up at? Who you be around? What school you go to? Right? Because I lived in LA, so I was like right between the Bloods and the Crips in the area that I was in. So if you went to Crenshaw High School, you was most likely affiliated with 6-0s and rolling 40s. If you went to Dorsey High School, you was affiliated with the Black Pea Stone Bloods and some of the 20 Bloods. It was a war zone every day. I done seen niggas get shot. I done seen all type of stuff. The streets made me a man because my father sure as heck wasn't teaching me nothing. He didn't want nothing to do with me. He's a punk. He didn't step up as a father. But I'm just telling y'all this because I need y'all to understand that in the situation that I was in, I wasn't supposed to make it out. I was supposed to be a statistic. I was supposed to have got locked down in the prison industrial complex at a young age. I didn't wake up into the truth until 2019. That's when my awakening was. And ever since then, I've changed a lot of things about me. I used to be a strong weed head. 2019, I was 30 years old. I went to Truth Unedited's video. I was watching him consistently for like 4, 5, 6 years. When he uploaded that video, that was the beginning of my awakening. And I give all esteem to the Most High Yahuwah for using Truth Unedited to help wake a lot of us up. I give esteem to Yahuwah for Pastor Darby and all the dry bones that he awakened. But these pastors are in on the lie, y'all. Yexer, as you grow, no excuses. Our parents had so much trauma. Also, they have their own stories of survival. That's true. But you know what, sis? There's a lot of things in this family that's being covered up. There is a lot being covered up. And I'm always the outcast. There's certain things they won't tell me. I be wanting to inquire. I be wanting to know, like, why did my dad do what he did? Why did my biological mom do what she did? There is something being covered up in this family. And I may never know. I went to the Most High about it, like Ab Yahuwah revealed to me what it is. What it is that, you know what I'm saying? What is it that caused so much in this family? Which is why I'm so heartbroken, because I have a big family, y'all. You know, we're all Yahudim. A lot of us don't really believe in mixing with other nations and stuff like that. But lately, I've been noticing this agenda has had an effect on us. But my family has struggled with drugs, overdoses, gangs, spousal abuse, lots of things. My cousin literally had some dude walk up on him and blow his brains out. Many of my family members have passed away from the ouchie ouch that they was pushing on us. So I'm calling out to my mom, like, Mom, do you not realize Christianity is part of the problem in this family? All y'all believe in JC. All y'all believe in Jesus, but this family ain't getting no better. I send my mother videos, the documentary that I did, Who Are the Biblical Israelites? Give me a one in the chat if you've seen my documentary, Who Are the Biblical Israelites? Give me a one in the chat if you've seen it. I just want to see something real quick. I showed her this video, y'all, or sent it to her, because it's not like if I send it to her, she's going to watch it anyway. But I sent her that video. Let me see what y'all are saying. Okay. Yehukanan has seen it. Praying for Ali Shah has seen it. Marky Yah has seen it. Abiyahu has seen it. Lady Yaudi has seen it. Sarah Hugh has seen it. Rich Cap has seen it. Okay, so y'all seen it. Y'all understand. So Hold Truth to Help Me Y'all. Hey, sis, good to see you. She's seen it. Taishi, I love my fro. Hey, sis, shalom. So you guys, most of our people who are in this chat have seen this movie. So we can all agree that it's very, very informative, and it proves we're the people of the book. Clearly. So I tried to show it to my mom, and I sent it to her quite some time ago. Let me pull it up on screen. If you haven't seen it, this is the video. Let me just show you what it looked like in case you have not seen this movie. But it's on my Israelite playlist. Let me just show you. So this is the Yashua Lear Israelite Teachings playlist. And if you scroll down here, you're going to see Who Are the Biblical Israelites. Okay? That's the video. It's 3 hours and 37 minutes long. And it proves without a shadow of a doubt, we are them people. We the people. Okay? I sent this to her probably like a few weeks ago. And she hasn't even watched it. She doesn't want to watch it. And she's very prideful. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like she don't want to admit that she's been lied to by Pastor Porky Pig. She don't want to admit that Yexer does know more things than she knows. And I think that's a collective problem with the older generation. They think they know everything. I've been in this world longer than you. I know better than you. That's not always the case. The Whole Truth Help Me Out says, feel no way about your life. We are all subjected to the plays of the system. So many of us will deny the truth so we can continue to eat from this wicked system. Facts. And I still talk to my mom, y'all, but it is very difficult to talk to her. If I'm not sitting there puffing her up, making it about her, she honestly don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Or even want to have a conversation with me unless it's about her, unless she's asking me something. So clearly she'll ask me about this or she'll ask me about that because she knows I know. But when it comes to the truth about the Bible, that's a no-fly zone. Don't stop sending her stuff yet, sir. My mom is dead. I wish she was still here. I could show her real love and guide her through this truth. Yeah, I won't stop, y'all, but it is very difficult because I realize my people, especially in this family, are under these curses to this very day. I'm not. All esteem to the Most High, I've been set free from them. I got set free in 2019 when I broke away from the lies of Christianity, broke away from JC, know the Father's true name, Yahuwah, his son Yahusha, took a hold of the covenant, started keeping the law, started keeping the commandments. And I could speak from a place of freedom. But I don't see that with my own family. I had a cousin. He makes worldly music. He wanted to collaborate with me, and we did this song. You know, it was a song about love and relationships and things like that. And that was the beginning where the Most High started to convict me about some of the songs I was doing, because the songs I was doing were very, very wicked. Matter of fact, hold on a minute. I might be able to show y'all a little bit of one of the songs I've done a while ago. The Most High was convicting me about the music I was making because the music I was making was filthy. It was wicked. It was evil. You know what I'm saying? It's like just like what you hear in the industry now. That's the type of music I was making. But the Most High came to me and said, if you continue to make this, you will be judged. The Most High showed me the lake of fire. He showed me the torment of Michael Jackson, Offset, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, J. Cole. I saw them in the lake of fire. And just unrelenting destruction was falling upon them because they chose to continue to push wickedness on the Most High's people, even though they are our own flesh and blood. They got, you know what I'm saying? They got a rude awakening. Let me see here. So I have a few songs. I've never released these and I never will because I just think these songs are just terrible. I mean, I think the songs are like as quality, they sound good, but the stuff I was saying in there, I'm just not proud of. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful to the Most High. He convicted me about this because it just wasn't something I should be doing. So I'm going to let you hear one of the songs I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to play too much of it, but I might let y'all hear just a little bit of it. So give me a second here. Now, I was obviously making songs about women and things like that. So I'm going to give y'all just a little preview. Okay. I'm not going to play too much. Now, this song, I never finished it. So you know what I'm saying? The mixing is not all that. I mean, we started it. We just never finished the song. So just give me 1 second here and I'll play a little bit of it. Just a little tiny bit. Just a little preview. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The song is a bop, but you know, it's just, I'm not that person anymore. So it's like even listening to it, sometimes I kind of cringe because I'm just like, yeah, this just ain't me anymore. You know what I'm saying? So give me 1 second, y'all. I'll play a little bit of it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to let y'all hear a little bit of the song. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. All I need is you. On my knees for you. All I need is you.
Okay, that's it. I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to give too much away. You know what I'm saying? But that is, you know, the song. It was called All I Need. You know what I'm saying? And I made it probably like it was a few years ago that I made that song, and I think it's a bop. Yes, I do sing, y'all. I do. I can actually sing, but I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, it's kind of strange that I literally made that song, Black Messiah, where I'm actually singing Black Messiah, Yahusha the Messiah, hair like wool, eyes like a flame of fire, yeah. Like I don't even like my voice, bro. I promise y'all I don't. But it had to be the Most High that led me to make that song because Rich Cap is like, you can still use that hook. I was honestly thinking about doing something with it, but just using Yahuwah's name and making it about Yahuwah. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably make a whole new beat and just use that kind of as a building block. Actually, let me play y'all this other version of it. That version was like the first version. I did a few versions of it. Let me give y'all the more complete one. This is it right here. Hold on.
Yeah. All I need is you. You're a dream come true. You've been running right through my head. You've been running right through my head. Shorty looking quite right. Now she wanna fight. Beat it up this fight night. Yeah, she knows she my type. Yeah, she is the right type. Lit up like a night light. Yeah, she want me like yeah.
Okay, that's it. I can't. But you know, I mean, I've been doing this for a while, y'all. I've been making songs for a minute. I just kind of threw away a lot of the stuff I was making prior to the truth. Most High convicted me about making songs like that, and I just stopped doing it. And so me and my cousin made this song together, and you know, he was making wicked music. You know what I'm saying? And I realized, like, bro, we're just not the same kind of artists. We don't have the same kind of vision. He wants to be a part of it. You know, he want to be a part of the industry. You know, he want to sign with people. He's like, yeah. He's like, bro. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Your beats be fire. You know what I'm saying? We got to make these songs together. I'm like, bro, but I don't want to be a part of the industry. You do. I'm not interested in this. If I really wanted to compromise and be somebody, I could literally just make songs with AI and basically milk the heck out of this Drake situation, this Kendrick Lamar situation, and literally make a beat that's fire, you know what I'm saying, and use AI generated tech to use a Drake voice, write a Drake verse, write a Kendrick verse, and make it go viral and get fans. I could easily do that, but I don't want to do that because it's like, then it makes me make it less about Yahuwah and about me. And I'm just not into that. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not willing to compromise. Markia says, people unknowingly use death as a motivator, connect to those who want to stay in sin and ignorance. If they won't listen to the Most High, they will reject you. If they won't listen to the Most High, they will reject you. You know when to kick the dust off your feet. Facts. And that's exactly why our people are stuck in the wickedness of this world. They don't want to let Babylon go because Babylon has made sin a good thing. Babylon has said, if you want to follow the Most High and live and keep his commandments, you're a Judaizer. They said, if we want to walk in obedience that, you know, and truly keep the commandments of the Most High, we're a heretic. Christianity has done a number on us for real. And I want to shout out to the End of the World Ministries, Brother Yakoba. He did a really good video yesterday about mixing. And he said that the whole purpose of them pushing this agenda is to breed out the black man. That's really what it's about. And according to the scriptures, if you have married these folk, you can't even get an inheritance. And people don't want to acknowledge that this is really an agenda. Because if you noticed this, shout out to Yakoba. That was a powerful teaching he did. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share his video with y'all. I gotta give a shout out to Yakoba from the End of the World Ministries. He is one of the Israelites I trust. Now, he used to say Yahuwah. I mean, he used to say Yahusha. He says Yeshua now. But sometimes I can chew up the meat and spit out the bones. I'm going to share his video, and I highly suggest you guys check out this teaching he did. I think his teachings are on point. He has proven conclusively that the land in Africa is where the land is, where it always has been. You know, he obviously doesn't believe that America is the promised land because it is not. It is not. But I'm going to share the link to his video here for you guys. I think every Yasharali. Now, obviously, our people can agree we shouldn't mix, right? We can agree on that, which is Austin to well, at least we can. You notice with this mixing thing, this is not pushed on other races. It's not. The Muslims, you know, the Muslims, the Arabs, they stick with the Arabs. The Mexicans, Hispanics stick with the Hispanics. For the most part, white sticks with white. But I've noticed if you notice this though, if you truly notice this and you're really paying attention, it's always black on white and white on black. Why? Because the white man is Edom. The white woman is Edom. So what are you doing by mixing with them? Breaking the Most High's commandments. We can agree that the Torah is not done away, right? That's pagan Christianity right there. We can agree that the Torah is not done away because we do not support pagan Christianity. So why is it when it comes to the law and what it says about not mixing, people want to sit here and argue with me about it? The problem is some of our people got Stockholm syndrome. They can't let certain things go. They think that they could take certain things the Most High says, then twist that around and say you can't do this and but you can't do that. That's all cap. And people know it's cap. But they make every excuse in the book to say, well, we could do this and, we can do that. No, you cannot. If he said don't do it, that should be enough. So let me show this to y'all. Since we're talking about this, we gonna believe what his word says, or we gonna take what some things that his word says and ignore the rest? So this is a post I did on Instagram. Let's take a look at this, y'all. This is what I said. Yahuwah commanded Yasharah to marry only those of our own nation. To do otherwise is transgression of Torah. We all got to heed the words of Yahuwah. Now, keep in mind, I didn't mention nothing about color. Okay, you see this black boy right here, this white girl's like, I like you, and he says, go away. How to preserve melanin. Okay, now let's just read what the comments say. This white woman right here says, but what if they're both walking in Torah? And you see how I got 9 likes. Okay, now I responded to her, and I'm going to tell you what I said. So let me go back. Okay, I'm trying to find the other comments. Okay, let me look at all these comments. Okay, so she said, and the man is a Yasharali, and the woman is cleaving unto him. I said, Yahuwah says we aren't to mix with other nations. For the outside nations, it's not applicable. But he says our seed is Kadash and shouldn't be mixed. That's why he has rules for mixed children, not entering the congregation until the 3rd generation. Grafting in doesn't apply to marriage. Even the mixed multitude we weren't to mix with. He made a distinction. Then this goofy says, Joseph married an Egyptian. Moses married a Midianite. Mixed multitude came out of Egypt with Israel, and the law was given to both Israel and the resident alien. Okay, but did not the mixed multitude lead our people astray? Did they not lead us into wickedness? And I talked about that in my last teaching. I said the mixed multitude, the Gentiles love to talk about the mixed multitude, but they don't realize the mixed multitude is just as wicked as they are to this very day. Got us bound down to Edomite Jesus, telling the law's done away, saying I can eat whatever I want to eat. In a lot of ways, bro, these Gentiles remind me of the mixed multitude. That ain't a good thing. Let's keep going. Then I said the law was not given during Joseph's time, right? Because Joseph did marry that Hamite Egyptian woman. And that same mixed multitude did wickedly in the eyes of Yahuwah, children of Balaam. And he never commanded us to mix with them or anyone else. Yahuwah doesn't change, neither does his Torah. If you want to marry other nations, this doesn't apply to you, but we are only to marry our own. I think that was very cut and dry. Well, I have a problem. Okay, I got to get into the voice. Okay, let me get into character. Let me get into character real quick. Okay, here we go. Let me get into character. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Well, I have a problem with this doctrine. Oh my. And people calling my child a product of sin. That is not of God. If my husband and I are walking in the ways of Yah, and are raising righteous branches. That is what is important in Yah's sight, not your skin color. If you can trace your lineage all the way back, good for you. But most people are mixed. There is no partiality with the Most High. He will have mercy on whom he has mercy on, judgment with whom he has judgment on. And I said, if you have a problem with the word of Yahuwah, you got a problem with him, not me. Maybe y'all didn't know, but your husband should repent at the very least, now that he does know. And yes, one thing that ticked off Yahuwah were mixed children being born from strange women. He called it iniquity. And the pride of Yasharal testifies to his face. Therefore shall Yasharal and Apharim fall in their iniquity. Yahudah shall also fall with them. They shall go with their flocks and with their herds to seek Yahuwah, but they shall not find him. He has withdrawn himself from them. They have dwelt treacherously, treacherously against Yahuwah, for they have begotten strange children. So now shall a month devour them with their portions. And that's Husha or Hosea 5:5-7. So the Most High said they dwelt treacherously by having these mixed children. He didn't like it. But then again, here come Captain Colonizer. This is my last response, as I am not debating this any further. You are misunderstanding the scriptures and twisting it to fit your narrative. I've read other comments pointing out truth to you, and you want to have a hard heart. The law was given to the Gentile and foreigner. It existed even before Noah, knew what clean animals and unclean were, and was considering righteous. There are many examples of Gentiles being grafted in, showing there was mixing going on. And those laws not to intermarry were given so that Israel would not be swayed by pagan nations. I pray you repent of a hardened heart, because fellow believers in Messiah, just because of race. Shalom. That's what they said, right? Nobody is twisting anything. I gave you scripture and you came with emotion. That's the difference. This was originally about you not wanting to serve and argued against that, and now you want to justify mixing. Torah doesn't change. You're wasting your breath. Run away and never return. I got to do a meme for that. Bro. Then this goofy, this white boy, I don't like him, bro. Boy. So he was telling me that I'm twisting the scripture. I ended up blocking his goofy ass, but this is what he said. And his comments are no longer there because I didn't deal with him no more. But he said, I gave him scripture. Yubalim 30:7. And if there is a man who wishes in Yasharal to give his daughter or his sister to any man who is of the seed of other nations, he will surely die. Okay, so you're going to throw that out, white boy? You're going to throw, hey, Esau. You're going to throw that out. The Most High said you will surely die if you mix with the other nations. So you think the Most High is kidding about this? These are the same transgressions that got us out here in these lands in the first place, homie, because our ancestors did what they wanted to do and they did not obey the Alua of Yasharal. What he said is what he said. I don't care about Gentiles' feelings, and I don't care about these raccoons that want to sit here and shimmy to the side. And they shall stone him with stones, for he has wrought shame in Yasharal. And they shall burn the woman with fire, because she has dishonored the name of the house of her father, and she shall be rooted out of Yasharal. Yubalim or Jubilees 30:7. And I said, twisting scripture, how? If nation equals ethnicity, that means marrying anyone outside the nation. Once again, that's not taking anything out of context, not about skin color either. Those nations were black. Then I said, that's not what it says. These laws don't even apply to you because you're obviously another nation. This post has nothing to do with you. Do you know what Kadash even means? It means separated, holy. Yahuwah chose a nation for himself and wanted to keep their seed pure from other nations. There's really a satanic serpent bloodline out here, and I think you really need to speak on things that don't pertain to Gentiles. So, I mean, this is the cop out. This is how these people try to justify their wickedness and try to say, oh, but it's not a big deal. Oh, but he loves everybody. But he gave the law to every. No, he did not. Now, obviously, we got some of our people that were in agreement with me. Tamar says, when I say this and post it, I get attacked. And I said, our people need to stop playing around with the Most High. He doesn't change. There really is a fallen bloodlines out here. He said not to do it, and it's very clear. Keep speaking that truth. This other sister said, if they're both walking in truth and keeping commandments and statutes, I don't see any problem with it. And then, of course, you know, she got that get back. She got that everlasting work. Okay, and I love her. She's cool and all, but there's just some things she don't understand. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, I pray that her eyes will be opened. Okay, I said I once thought that too. But look at what the scriptures say. And all that the seed of sons should be the other nations and be reckoned with the other nations. But from the sons of Yatshak, one should become a holy seed and should not be reckoned among the other nations. Yubilim 16 verse 17. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and great men have been partakers of this iniquity. Okay, that is Azara Shalashi. 3rd Ezra 8 verse 70. For they have taken their daughters for themselves, and for sons of that holy seed have mingled themselves with people of those lands. The third in hands of the princes and rulers have been chief in this transgression. Okay, Ezra chapter 9 verse 2. So are we gonna just ignore all of this? Somebody else said, if only Yasharal will obey and listen. You see what I'm saying? So I thought this at once. I thought, you know, there's not a problem with mixing with the other nations and things like that, because I did not understand, because I was obviously with that white woman, right? But then I started to understand some things. I started to grow stronger in my understanding. But then when the serpent seed thing was revealed to me, I realized why the Most High did not allow us to do this stuff. I realized why he gave us these laws to protect us, especially when it came to them folks. Was there Horites amongst us? I've proven there was a Horite amongst us. But guess what? Did any of our people mix with him? No. No, they didn't. You shouldn't. This guy says, hi, I'm new here and I'm white. Can someone please give me a basic overview of this belief system? So on and so forth. This is not true. There's only 7 nations he said not to intermingle with. I mean, yes, so you're talking about the Jebusites, the Canaanites, so on and so forth. But that's not actually true, because there were other nations that were not supposed to be mixing with us. It wasn't just those 7 nations. It was those 7 nations, but it was all other nations too, which is why he said, chiefly take a son or a daughter of your own people, of your own nation. I think that's very clear. When he says it's a Kadash seed, you are a Kadash people unto Yahuwah, you're a Lua, and you shall not give your sons or daughters to the nations around you. That's the Jebusites, Canaanites, white folks, Romans, all of them. The man's seed from Yasharal is only for the Yasharali woman. That's it. I don't understand how people just, you know, it's like these, you know, these white folks, they just, they can't handle the truth because they lust after us. They fetishize about us. You know what I'm saying? And they still got racism in their heart. And they always love to use that excuse. Well, you know, I have half black children. I have half black children. I can't be racist. I just can't be racist. When y'all don't understand that this whole agenda is about rooting out black men. Because like I said, you've noticed these interracial marriages are not Indian people. They're not Hispanic people. It's always Jacob and Esau. Do y'all not understand Jacob? Do y'all understand that Esau was still mad about his birthright? Do y'all not understand that? Yasharal, listen, do you not understand that Esau is still mad about his birthright? Yeah, I love my fro. I promise I said I'll get back to it. I just had to make this clear. Esau was still mad about his birthright. So how is he going to try to get it? Mixing with Jacob, because the seed is of the man, right? So if you got half Edomite, half Yasharali, what happens? Now this person can say, I'm Yasharal. I deserve the inheritance. I deserve to rule too. Now you got Esau trying to rule with Jacob. Do y'all not see how dangerous this is? How much more clear do it got to be that this is just another way for Esau to take his birthright from Jacob? I stand on the word of the Most High, and I stand on the Torah because I love the Most High, and I understand that the Most High gave us Torah for our benefit, not to destroy us as a people, not to work against us, but to keep us spiritually kadosh before our Father. That's why he gave us Torah. That's why he gave these laws and commandments. And if we done came out of Christianity, we can all agree the Torah still stands. Abiyahu says, I have 5 kids and they hate when I talk about it because 4 of them have mixed relationships. The whole truth Selmiyah says, you know, it appeared to me that 89% of NFM have white wives. Yes, thank you, sis. I want to bring that up, actually. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the NFL and the NBA. Boy. And you know it's an agenda because it's like when I think about the 70s, right? There was such strong black love, melanin love, right? Yasharali love. But now I'm seeing more and more that black men won't even look at black women anymore. It's almost like they look at them with disgust. And the fact that this is happening and nobody cares to even speak about it is very telling to me. And I'm going to show you a video. I'm not going to play the music because I think it's going to cause a problem with copyright. But I want to just show you guys an old video of our people walking hand in hand, married, in love. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing to see. But Esau said, oh, no, we can't have this. This got to change. So just give me a second. I want to show you guys this video, and you're going to see how far this world has fallen away from this truth and how the Most High intended it by these agendas that they've been pushing on our people. So give me a second here. I'm on Instagram. I'm going to show you guys in a second. I'm trying to find it. Give me 1 second. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay. Wait. Is this it? No, I don't think that's it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me just scroll down here. I'm going to show it to you guys in 1 second. There's actually a few videos I have here, but there's one specific one I want to show you. So just give me 1 second, gang. I got y'all. Let me see. Where is it? Okay, I think it is that video that I just passed up. All right, let me show you this one first, and we'll go from there. So let me share my screen, and let's take a look at this first video I want to show you. And you're going to see how there has been such a war against this video and just what you see in this video. So let me share my screen, and let's take a look at it. Hold on a second. Let me share my screen. Okay, take a look at this, y'all. Let me go to Instagram. I'm going to go to this post, and we're going to take a look at this.
The country is flooded.
Okay, wait, no, this isn't it. Okay. Where is it, bro? Okay, give me a second, y'all. I'm looking for it. I'm going to find it. I just thought it was a beautiful video, and I just have to share it with you guys. So give me a second, y'all. Let's see. Gotta scroll down here. There's so many videos on YouTube that, or on Instagram that I always save, because I always know it's something I'm going to come back to and show you guys. So just give me a second here. I mean, I hope the video didn't get deleted. I really hope it didn't get deleted. It was such a beautiful thing to see. Okay, I don't see it, y'all. I think it probably did get deleted. And if it did, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all if they did delete it. Yeah, it's not here at all. Okay, that's all right, though, because I could show you something else. Yeah, they did delete it, gang. They did delete it. Oh, man. I am angry, bro. I'm not surprised about it, but it's still kind of sad. It really is. Okay. All right. Yeah, they did delete it. Okay. No problem. I love my fro says, it is ironic the whole system is set up against the black man, yet he would cuss out black women and marry and procreate with his enemies' women. Right. I mean, and then it's like, when you really, like, you really got to ask yourself something, though. Why would you marry somebody that's going to have, that has a side of the family that's not going to ever accept you? So you've got a child that's not going to be accepted by the woman's side of the family. Or if you marry a white man, his side of the family, they'll never accept you. So I don't understand why you would want your child to go through that type of antagonism. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, hold on a second. So let's look at this video here. We're gonna travel back in time to the 1970s, and I want you to look at. Oh my goodness, bro! If you go on Google right now, let me just show y'all something. If you go to Google right now and you type in "married white woman," let me show you what you see. Let me just show you. Look what you're going to see. We go to images. Look at that. Look at that. I need some lesbians right here. Look at this. Look at this. You want to tell me this ain't an agenda? Okay? You want to tell me this ain't an agenda? Look at this, bro. Lesbian. Oh, my Father in heaven. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. What under... Oh, Father in heaven. Look at this. This is an agenda. You want to tell me it's not? I typed in married white woman, and what do I see? Look at this. Boom. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. You want to sit here and tell me that they're not pushing this? You want to tell me that they are not pushing this on our people? Tainting your bloodline. Look at this. Well, I don't think she's black, but here go another one. Boom. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, boy. This is just crazy. Look. Oh. I am at a loss of words, y'all. What under? Look at Carl. This is Carl, bro. This is Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, homie. I mean, I'm not really surprised because he always gave me raccoon vibes. Oh my gosh, dude. This is crazy, bro. What the heck? Oh, man. Wow. Oh, boy. Here go another one. Look at this. And I'm going to show you guys something on Twitter. I shared a few videos, and some of what I'm about to show y'all is kind of aggravating, honestly. But I want you guys to see with your own eyes. Some of these people, some of our people are so brainwashed that they are saying it like it's a good thing that they done mix with these people. Look at this right here. Let me show this to you. Now, what the liberals, the white liberals have done is they've created what they call black feminism. And then you've got white supremacy. So when you got black feminists that hate black men, that's all ties in with white supremacy, which is to hate black men. Why do you think when you think about Tory Lanez and you think about Megan Thee Stallion, right? There was no evidence of what he did, and the evidence was going to the contrary. They'll liberate the black woman or make her feel she's liberated as long as she will push the hate towards the black man. And that's what I'm noticing more and more and more, even in this industry. They get the daughters of Zion, and as long as you slander the black man, they give you a platform. The black man is the most hated. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm telling y'all, look at this nigga. Look at this. Are you serious? Praying for Ali Shah. I'm going to be honest with you. I believe Megan Thee Stallion is a man too. I 100% believe that. Some people may disagree, but look at this. Oh, gosh. Something's wrong with these people. Now look at this video. Let me pause this. I'm going to play it for y'all. Let me full screen it. Listen to what this woman says. Let me make sure the sound's on. Okay, it is. Listen to this.
I am with my white supremacist. He's right here laying next to me, and I fucking love white men, and I love white power. Hell, Hitler, bitch.
Oh, look at this. Brainwashed. Straight up brainwashed, y'all. Straight up brainwashed. Man, I don't even know what to say. Goofy. Exactly. Frank Smith, goofy, straight goofy. Our people are too foolish to see we argue back and forth while we're being consumed into these nations. Right. Right. And again, some people think it only takes 2 or 3 generations to completely whitewash yourself. Oh, no. It can only be one. All it takes is 1 generation of you playing in the milk, playing in the snow, munching marshmallows, you know what I'm saying, making snow angels, whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It only takes 1 generation to completely wipe out whatever, you know what I'm saying, melanin you have, and your children will be indistinguishable from the Caucasoid.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's all it takes. That is all it takes. Kim Terry said, and he would be off her in a minute. Right. And what y'all need to understand too is just because they want to sleep with you don't mean that they still don't hate you. And a lot of times it's just they just use like her. He's probably going to use her as a way to say, oh, well, got him. Probably posted on some black man's page. And it's the same thing with white women. They do it to rub it in the black woman's face. That's the whole tactic with it when it comes to this. I mean, there's many agendas tied to this, but it's ultimately that. If I go on TikTok, you'll notice that a lot of the white women will brag about being with a black man. And a lot of times they'll be trolling black women. And, you know, black women in the comment section obviously have something to say. And, you know, they like to troll them. They like to troll them. They do it a lot to rub it in the black woman's face. And I'm just saying, you are aiding in sour cream supremacy by even going along with this agenda. And you want to sit here and tell me it's not an agenda. Because it is. It is. Especially because they know who you are. That only emboldens them. It only emboldens them. Frank says he's living out a fetish and will discard her like a used paper plate. Facts, Ak. That's exactly what he's going to do. That's exactly what he's going to do. It's just like Michael Rappaport. He is with a black woman. But yet, he takes every opportunity to talk down on black men. And he thinks he has a right to do that because he's with a black woman, which is just crazy to me. If you go on TikTok, you'll see all types of videos of them shaming black women because, you know, they over here laid out with this thing. And like I said, you see it's such an agenda where, you know, it's not even something I saw in my family very much. But now I'm noticing it happen more and more because this agenda has been really, really juiced up. It's been accelerated. Let me see. I'm going to try to pull up another video. Give me a second, y'all. And of course, you know, black women are going to have some things to say about it. But the white women just disrespect black women at every turn. And then black men don't say anything. They just stand by and let these people disrespect their own. Knowing that you came from a black woman, you came from a black man, and I pray to the Most High. And see, that's why I say, you know, me and my woman, you know, we have children. They will be raised understanding who they are. They will be raised in the Torah. They will be raised in the ways of Yahuwah, so they know that this is not something I want for my children, for my seed. I'm going to read some of your comments in just a second. Let me show y'all this video. Check this out.
I do. I watch Cops. Next time you watch Cops, I want you to notice something. They roll up on a white domestic disturbance. Who's always sitting outside? The white woman. Always kind of looks like me on Cops too. Now that's what you're thinking. And it's always that same stupid drunken argument. It's like, Officer Bobby drunk again.
Let me say this to y'all too, bro. Don't ever forget that just because they acknowledge who you are, that's another way for them to get inside your head. That is another way for them to manipulate you. That is another way for them to try to walk themselves into your life and get a piece of you, because they feel like if they have a child with you, knowing who you are, knowing that the seed comes from the man, they feel like they're going to use your seed because you gave them a child to try to colonize the nation. Do y'all not understand how colonizers work and how they do it? I just find that to be crazy. Okay, here we go.
But last night,
let me play this.
That there are
Yaudi
who love
talk about how these white women love black men but hate black women, and that is ultimately the agenda here. Let's look at this.
But last night, it's mad, you know, because do you know that there are white women who love black men but hate black women?
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, that's a mad separation.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Like you can't love half my rate. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. So like they love black men but they hate black.
And that's what it is. That is ultimately what it is. It's just a fetish. They fetishize black men. They get with a black man. They have a baby with a black man. If the black man is foolish enough to not see what this is about, then they turn around and throw it in the black man's face and the black woman's face. And I already told you guys about the power dynamic. Yes, please hit the like button. Jerry Millette says, I love my people of color. Okay, I can appreciate that. But when it comes to us, there has to be a hands-off policy. Okay, it's nothing personal, but the Gentiles need to stay with Gentiles. If a white woman or a white man wants a black person, go after them Hamites. Okay, they melanated, they got melanin in their skin. But you will be judged by the Most High if you are grafted in, but still pursuing black men or black women. And that's why there's such a separation between, our people, because of these agendas that the world and the media has been pushing. For real, for real. Frank Smith says, I avoid Gentile women because I don't want my child growing up confused with split loyalty. I mean, I understand, Ak, but you don't want to be in transgression of the Most High by pursuing a black woman. Think about that black woman, right? She is a daughter of Zion. She is a daughter of the Most High. And when it comes to the way the Most High intended it, an Israelite woman is only supposed to marry an Israelite man, and you don't want to be in chief transgression of said thing. So I would just keep that in mind. And I know this conversation could be uncomfortable for some people, but I'm only telling you this because I don't think that that there's enough emphasis on this. And we are clearly seeing that this is an agenda. Anything the world pushes should automatically be all like, you know what, this can't be of the Most High. We only begin to wake up after CVD, the end of the 400 years. Right. But see, some of our people still don't want to wake up. Mordecai Danielle says, Shalom. What up, Ak? Shalom to you. Before I turned 3 years of age, I had blue eyes, freckles, and could pass as a white person. Until I got older, I started getting darker eyes, and I understand. And my hair became wool, and I understand. I've never heard of somebody getting hair like wool. I mean, you're either born with it or you don't. So unless there's something I'm missing here, that's not something I ever heard of before. Hey, Big Daz, that is so fire what you just said, Ak. If you can't use her comb, don't bring her home. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Hey, whoop, there it is. Hey, whoop, there it is. Bang, whoop, there it is. Yeah. Facts. 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 And to any Gentile that says different,
Boo this man.
and that's why I always say, bro, I just don't think some people are ready for what this Bible says. And they love to say, oh, you're preaching skin doctrine and you're preaching this and you're preaching that. And yes, exactly. I need an explanation for what you just said about how you ended up getting woolly hair and you ended up getting darker and you could pass as white. Now all of a sudden you're melanated and you have hair like wool. I need an explanation. So listen, if you want to come on, you ain't got to show your face, but I need to understand something here. Please come into the chat. I'm posting the stream link. I'm going to need you to come on and explain that. What was your name? Let me see if I can find you here. The person that said, Jerry, you said that you could pass as white at one point. Then your hair became like wool and you became melanated and you were born with blue eyes and blonde hair, but you became more melanated. Jerry, I'm going to need you to come on here and explain that. Okay, I got the link right here. Please come in and explain yourself because I'm a little confused here. I'm really, really scratching my head because I'm kind of confused. So if you don't mind coming on, I really appreciate it because yeah. All I can say was, what's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on, man? I mean, either I'm misunderstanding something or that's just not the truth.
Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop lying.
So please prove me wrong. I'm not saying you lying. I'm just saying it's either one or the other. I'm misunderstanding something here, or are you making a joke or something? Frank Smith says, I was born as a transformer. My name is Optimus Prime. Huh? Bro, y'all confusing me, dude. I'm confused. I'm really confused. Praying for Ali Shaw says, my son was born with blue eyes and blonde hair. I mean, listen, though. There are melanated people with blue eyes and blonde hair, but your hair texture doesn't change. Hold on, let me show y'all. Look, let me show y'all some examples. So I'm not saying that there can't be black people born with blue eyes and blonde hair, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Hold on, let me see. It's over here pulling up European children. So look, let me show you this for example. I'm gonna show you a child with blue eyes. Beautiful, beautiful child. You know what I'm saying? Melanated child. Let me show you. So look at this boy right here. Look at them eyes. Dark. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful melanated complexion. Look at this beautiful daughter Zion right here. Look at those blue eyes. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this child right here. Blue eyes. So I'm not saying it's unusual, right? It can happen. Look at these beautiful children. Look at that. Look at them eyes. Bro, the black woman is superior. Look at these eyes. Look at that. Only a woman can make a melanated child of dang near any color with blue eyes, all of that, okay? Look at these children right here. Blonde hair, but hair like wool. So their hair texture don't change. You feel what I'm saying? The hair texture doesn't change. You born with woolly hair, you are going to have woolly hair. Look at that. Blonde hair, y'all. This ain't no dye. This ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And these are actually the indigenous people of New Guinea. You know? But you can see that our people come in all shades. Look at this beautiful child right here. Look at those eyes. So it's not weird for a melanated child or a Negro to have hair like wool with blue eyes. I'm just saying. Praying for Ali Shah. If you're willing to come on and explain, I mean, I'd love to hear what you have to say. You know, I think you have a little bit more understanding on this topic. So if you want to jump into the chat, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, there's Negroes with blue eyes, man. There is. Look at these children right here. Woolly hair, blue eyes. All right, let me bring you on. Here we go. Shalom.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, fam. Listen, I just wanted to pop in and say that because having been an L&D nurse, we can be born with very, very straight hair and very, very light eyes that change. Both of my two youngest children, I have the pictures to prove it. My youngest daughter was born, looked like somebody had permed her hair and wrapped it around her head, just laid it down in layers. Her hair did not curl, literally. I was thinking, oh my God, not only did I think she was going to be a dwarf, wrong, but I also thought she was going to have real straight hair. And I thought, what the heck is going on? But her and my son, who's in the middle, by the time they were maybe 4 months, one curl popped up, almost like an alfalfa sprout in the top of their head. Pop, 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 pop. It started popping. So having been an L&D nurse, we do have babies. A lot of our babies come out with very, very light eyes, gray, hazel, blue, greenish, hazel, and they change within the first couple of months. I think that's just God testifying to, again, we make our colors, you know, we come out in all shapes, sizes, forms, but at the end of the day, like I don't know how his situation was, but at the end of the day, that's happened on multiple occasions in my family, and I've seen that as an L&D nurse, and have seen the other siblings. And I'm that type of person that will ask, "Oh my God, is this the first baby you had with gray eyes?" I will ask that in a question. I mean, with the quickness, because I wanted to know.
Right.
So yeah, we do come out with different color eyes. They change within the first couple of months of our birth. And if you know anything about us as Black people, especially Black women, if you've been around old Black women, when we look at a high yellow Black baby, we look at right at their nail bed and their ears to see what color they will ultimately become.
Okay, so my question is, you know what I'm saying, that's why I like to bring people on, because I understand that there's some things that I'm not, you know what I'm saying, might be missing and want to get clarity on. But this person also said that their complexion changed as well. So they were they were white passing, and then they became more Negroid looking. Is that actually possible?
Well, I think that's somewhat because, again, remember, when we come out as babies, we've been in this water for 9 months. Depending on where he lived, if his family didn't expose him to a lot of sun, Yeah, I can see that happening because again, I have freckles and I'm dark skinned. You know, I'm brown skinned really. But we all have freckles. If you look in your eyes, most black people have freckles. Those little dark spots in your eyes are actually freckles. So a lot of us have freckles and don't realize that. My ex-husband, nobody would have thought my ex-husband was literally born with, like they showed, like my hair on this picture. His hair was literally about that red. He had freckles. Both of his parents are dark brown skin. They couldn't find a light skinned person looking like him until, you know, they went and took him when he was about 9 months on a family trip. And when he went to see the oldest living person in his mother's side of the family, and she was able to recall a great uncle who looked just like my ex-husband. So when we talk, sometimes that's why I put in the chat that those are what we call throwback recessive genes.
Right.
So those genes can come back up, whether the slave master got your family in the slavery times, whether they got them before they got on the boat in Portugal or wherever. They could have got them back in biblical times. If that's in your DNA, a recessive gene can pop up at any time.
Right. So
that's why we can't say that we can't be born looking one way and we turn out another way, because again, that's what the sun does too. The sun brings out that melanin popping. We just showed that the other day. So the same thing happens with the baby, which is why they tell us when a baby has jaundice to just go sit out in the sun. The sun is going to burn that up. It's going to bring pop that melanin out on that baby too.
And that's why, you know, so you were saying that the tip of the ears tells you what complexion the child is going to be?
The tip of the ears, and at they nail bed, right below your fingernail bed and your toenail bed, you know, you have that dark band. If we all look at our finger right now, we can all look and see a little bit of darker hue right there. A baby is born, the color they're going to be is right there.
Wow.
And it may take about 5 or 6 months. Sometimes we used to laugh. My grandson, he's 8 months, not quite 8 months, but when he was born, he was high yellow. When me and my daughter was laughing about the fact that every time she would send me a picture, every morning he would wake up, it looked like he just got a little bit toasty, to now where he's the color he should probably be. You know, his nail beds are just barely that hue that we would see, that darker hue. So he's where he's gonna be. But yeah, when we have babies, most of the women are probably in the stream shaking their head saying, yeah, that's what our grandmamas looked at. They literally would look at your fingers as a baby, your infant, look at the tip of their ears. It's usually the top rounded part of their ears. And they would say, oh, if they were, you know, bright babies, they would say, oh, this gonna be a chocolate baby here. So
right.
To know that, yeah. So I'm not discounting what he said by any means, because that can have your hair can curl, your curl pattern to come in, and all of that. So let's not discount that. I'm not saying I don't know who he is. I don't know if he has a picture.
Right. That's why I was like. That's why I was like.
Rich cap the hair. That's why I'm saying that about the hair. Your curl pattern is not always obvious when you first come in.
And that's why I wanted to bring you on, because I'm like, okay, you know what? I didn't want to say that's completely impossible. I'm just like, would you mind explaining this a little bit more? Because I'm gonna need a little bit of an explanation. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get a little bit of context.
He maybe didn't know how to explain it, so I was trying to dial in. I said he don't know how to explain it if nobody sit down or he hasn't done that. But yes, so that's true. We change, and let me say this: not only do we change and become our darker color as children come from infant to children, as we get older, we also get lighter as Black people.
Right. Absolutely. You know what I'm
see
saying?
How it goes both ways. The older we get, the lighter we get. So, you know, so we can't discount that we came in one way and can't get that way. But as older people, you usually can look at old people's feet and say, oh, that's your true color, huh?
Right. Because I have 4 brothers, right? And I was like, you know what I'm saying? My mother was more lighter skinned. You know what I'm saying? But all of my brothers came out light. I was the darkest one because I had more of my, you know what I'm saying, my dad's features and more, you know what I'm saying, darker Negro features. And we had my baby brother, like he was so light. You know what I'm saying? And it's like over years, you know, he got darker. He got a little bit more melanin. I'm still the darkest one, but his melanin definitely set in as he got older. You know what I'm saying? Very curly hair and all of that. That melanin definitely, because he was high yellow at first, but now, you know what I'm saying, dude is like, you know, a nice little healthy brown. You feel me?
Correct. So I just wanted to pop in and say that. I might pop back in later, but that was something we needed to clarify so that people wouldn't
Yes.
be aware. But yeah, so I just wanted to clarify that, guys.
Thank you, sis. Like, I love it when you come on here because you always come with the facts. You come with the info. I'll be like, yeah, bring it out, make it plain, make it plain. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
All right, bye. I love her, y'all, because she knows what she knows, y'all. And if y'all are not in our Discord, bro, she's on there. You know, if you got any questions about things like that, she work in the medical field. You know, she could put you on point. So thank you so much, sis, for, you know, bringing that clarity. I love her, bro. She brings so much clarity to certain things. And I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know it all. You know what I'm saying? I'll never claim to know it all. And I'm happy to bring people on that can kind of explain some things to make it clear. So, you know, all steam to y'all for sis coming on and making it plain. So I want to before I get off here, I want to finish up what I was saying about the soothsaying. So I talked about that sister, Carrie Ann. Now, give me a 1 in the chat. We're going to segue back to that because I want to finish talking about that. Give me a 1 in the chat if you know who Celestial is. Give me a 1 in the chat if you know who she is. Because that's the next person I want to talk about. If you know who she is, if you've heard about her. Okay. All right. Okay. So some people know who she is. Okay. All right, y'all. So honestly, some things about her have not sat right with me. And a lot of people are giving her props because she done exposed TD Jakes and stuff like that. But family, I could have exposed TD Jakes. I could have told you he gonna be exposed. The lie of Christianity is gonna fall apart. People gonna start leaving church. People knew he was a Mason. People knew because he was throwing up the pyramid hand symbolism. He was hanging out with Jay-Z. I mean, I could have told you he was gonna be exposed. That's not, you know, me having the Most High reveal it to me. It's just based off of who he's around. It's based off of his actions. It's based off of the false teachings he's been pushing. A lie cannot, you know what I'm saying, live forever. Eventually the truth will be revealed. So this is her. And listen, I'm going to be fair. And I'm going to say that I don't know. I can't dismiss everything she says because I haven't watched all of her teachings. But some of her stuff is off. Like you over here talking about dinosaurs are going to come back. Like, why would the Most High have you reveal that? Like, I don't see, you know what I'm saying, a purpose in that. Now, there are a lot of videos exposing her. They're saying that she's AS or anti, you know what? Obviously, because she admitted that they whitewashed the Bible, right? Which we all know. But even our enemies have admitted that we're the people of the book, including some of the Khazars, by the way. So before I jump into this, I want to watch what this lady is saying about her. I'm not going to watch this because it's probably some white Christian talking about she's AS, anti, you know what. So let's watch what this lady says.
Hands on you. They are transferring demons. Who told you that that's how it works? If you are in,
it definitely can work like that, especially if you let him touch you and you're not consecrated under the blood. I see Prophet Abednego, who I give kudos to, who I salute, all right, as another prophet that is doing God's work, who is led by the Most High, all right, and he's exposing these warlocks and people in the body, so-called fake convert cupcake Christians, come for him and ask him why he's continually exposing, because we continuously do deliverance. And I personally have helped. God has used me as a vessel to deliver women who were under his ministry. So
okay, she's not talking about her specifically, so we'll keep it moving. But I do want to see what other people are saying. So we're going to take a look at that. So she did a prophecy here talking about the purging of the church. We've been known that's going to happen. But once again, what good is that going to do? We've been known this. Babylon is going to fall. The system of Babylon is going to fall. The lies of Babylon will fall. That's not something that requires prophecy. Why do you think so many people are leaving the church? Now, right here, she's exposing gospel artists who serve Satan. We've been known that. We've been known this. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, these are things we've all said without having the Most High reveal it to us, because we can just see with our own eyes that these things are going to happen. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to find more videos, yo. So let's look at this. Now, keep in mind, this is a Christian
Hey
channel.
guys, with Loom Video.
So you got to chew
Messages,
up the
I've been
meat
able
and
to-
spit out the bones, but I just want to see if there's something I might be missing here.
Things down. The man that we know as Mr. Barack Obama will come and finish it off.
This is why you shouldn't listen to her. People have asked me to cover this lady, Celestial. I'm not sure what her whole.
Now, I find that interesting. She calls herself celestial. It's almost like when you think of people saying, I'm a celestial being. You know, I'm a child of the angels. I'm a celestial being. Like, I don't know, bro. But let's keep listening.
But I will speak more on that in a further video, because the Lord did speak to me quite a few days in succession about this, probably because of my own shock concerning what he was saying. He said that the man called Joe Biden would be retired and that his VP, Kamala Harris, would take the seat. He called her an unelected king. I also will make another video because that's another prophecy concerning that. This, and over the next few days, he would randomly, well, God isn't random, but he would just suddenly say that statement. And I think he kept doing it because I kept watching every day as we would wake up and check to see if the Associated Press had come forward with a winner. And there would be no.
Okay. So she's talking about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. But once again, I have to ask y'all, what does it have to do with Yahuwah? The Most High does not just give people prophecies if it doesn't point you to him and a purpose in him doing said thing. That's not how prophecy works, y'all. I've noticed that she says L-O-R-D a lot. She says G-O-D a lot. And that's one of the things that makes me not want to listen to people, because he can reveal things to you, but he cannot reveal that you shouldn't be calling on him in names that are pagan, tied to paganism, tied to other deities. The Most High said, I give my esteem to nobody else. With her end time revelation, why hasn't she crossed over? Bro, she admitted that, you know, she believes she's from the tribe of Yahuda and all that, right? We all know we're Yahuda. But when you talk about things that are nonsensical and things that don't tie to the Father, and you don't even reveal why he told you that and what his purpose is in revealing that to you, right? So, for example, if you think about the Nabim or the prophets in Scripture, Yashayahu revealed that there's going to be a virgin birth and a child is going to be born. And his name will be called Emmanuel, which means Alua with us. And she shall call his name Yahusha, because he will save his people from their sins. So there will be a virgin birth. This child will be called Emmanuel, reminding the house of David and Yahuda that the Most High has not departed from them, as well as the northern kingdom of Yasharal. And that his name will be called Yahusha specifically because he will save his people from their sins, their transgressions. So the Most High had a purpose in revealing that to Yashayahu. Let's talk about Yakazakal, Ezekiel. The Most High revealed a lot of things to him about the second Exodus and what's going to happen about the rise of Yasharal. Yahuwah revealed to Abad Yahu or Obadiah that he's going to judge Edom. Why? Because Esau's done wickedly to his people. So his purpose in revealing this thing to Abad Yahu or Obadiah is that he's going to fight for his people. We will be restored to the land and none shall make us afraid. The prophecies about us coming into the land and the strangers being with us and being grafted in and then be taken as servants. Why did he reveal that to Yashayahu? He revealed that to Yashayahu so that the Gentiles can understand that they are not going to be equal to us, but they will have to serve us as servants. so that they can understand that there is a hierarchy in the kingdom and they are not above his people. Every time the Most High speaks a word through his Nabim or his prophets, there's always something that points back to him. Now, I've mentioned a prophetic dream I've had before. In 2022, Yahuwah gave me a vision, a dream. In the dream, I saw Yasharim and I saw Gentiles. People were carrying around tents, backpacks, their children. The Israelites were leading and they were following behind them. And we were all leaving the lands of our captivity, Yasharal, and the Gentiles who grafted in and cleaved to us were following us because Yahuwah was about to destroy all the nations and all the lands. The second Exodus had begun. We were walking in the wilderness and we were heading towards ships. That's what I saw. That ties directly to Yashayahu, Isaiah 14, Yakazakal, and also the second Exodus mentioned in Ezekiel, as well as the ships of Isaiah chapter 60. So I saw plenty of scriptural witnesses to prove it was from the Most High. What was the purpose of the Most High revealing this to me? To prove there is no rapture. And then he showed me a dream shortly thereafter where there's going to fake the rapture. And I showed y'all videos of them faking the rapture, faking the white Jesus in the sky. They always tie back to his purpose. What is his purpose in this? Delivering his children. Bringing us into the wilderness to train us in Torah, to train us to his ancient ways. So when we go back to the land, we know properly how to keep his feast days. We are all on the same calendar. We're not arguing about, you know what I'm saying, this feast day, that feast day, this feast day, how it should be done. This 3.5 years that we're going to be in the wilderness, children of Yasharal and those grafted in, is him training you in his ancient ways without the false doctrine, which is why I say, if you are believing this false doctrine, you will be left behind. But he showed me these things. He showed me the fake rapture and he showed me the Exodus, proving it's true, proving it is real. There is no rapture. But we can find plenty of evidence in the scriptures about an Exodus, a second Exodus. That's what the Most High Yah showed me. And that's why I've told the nations, yeah, y'all could be grafted in if you're willing to cleave. But keep in mind, what I saw in this video is I saw them following behind us. We were not following them. They were following us. Now, let's line that up with scripture. I'm going to pull up the scriptures here. And let's see if it lines up with scripture, because I saw the Gentiles following us. We were not following them. So we're going to start off in Zechariah, and we're going to read 8:23. So let me pull up the scriptures here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Zechariah 8, verse 23. And I knew it was, excuse me. Pardon me. Boy, that was not expected. Okay. All right. So let's go to Zechariah and let's see if it lines up with what I saw in this dream. So let me share my screen. We'll start there and then we'll go to it lines up with the word of the Most High. Zechariah chapter 8, verse 23. And this is what the Most High says. In those days, 10 people from all languages and nations, Gentiles, will take hold of him, that is Yahudi, by the hem of his robe and say, let us go with you, because we have heard that Yahuwah is with you. So in the vision, I saw the Gentiles following behind us. We were not following them. So this is proof that the Gentiles will follow us because we'll lead the way. Now, Let me go to Yashayahu, Isaiah, and we're going to go to 14, verse 1. And then we'll also go to Isaiah 60, and we'll line that up with what I saw in my dream. Actually, we'll go to 60 first, just for the heck of it. Okay. Isaiah 60, verse 9. Surely the islands look to me, and the lead. Whoops. Okay, there we go. 60, verse 9. Surely the islands look to me, and the lead are the ships of Tarshish, bringing your children from afar with their silver and their gold. Ships of Tarshish. Ships bringing his children from afar with gold, with silver, leaving in great sustenance. Okay? Now let's line this up with Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. 1 through 2. We'll just read 1 through 2. Yahuwah will have compassion on Jacob, and once again he will choose Yasharal. He will sell them in their own land. Foreigners will join with them and unite with the descendants of Jacob. Nations will take them and bring them to their own place, and Yasharal will take possessions of the nations and make them male and female servants in the Most High's land. They will make captives of their captives and rule over their oppressors. So there is a second Exodus. So there is a hierarchy. So the Gentiles will be following us and we will lead the way. We're not letting them lead us. We are leading them because we're the people of the book. I didn't see no spaceships. I saw ships. And I saw people of all colors with us, following behind us. But we, the children of Yasharal, we're leading the way. That was a prophecy from the Most High, because normally I don't remember dreams at all. I don't. But when it's from him, I remember it in vivid detail. Vivid detail. And that was one of those dreams. And then I also saw a vision of I'm trying to find something else here. Give me a second, y'all. Because there's a scripture that mentions, I think it can be tied to Project Bluebeam. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, 2 Baruch 48:34. Let me see if I can tie this to the scripture. So we're going to go to 2 Baruch, and we're going to read chapter 48, verse 34. And I'm going to show you how this ties to Project Bluebeam, because remember, we got to connect it to scripture. All right? Okay. So let's look at this. Now, in your Sefer, if you have the Sefer book, it's going to say phantasm. But let's connect this to the dream that I had about the fake Project Bluebeam. And we'll start at verse 31. Make sure this is being seen. Okay, wonderful. Yes. Please hit the like button, please. All right, here we go. 32. And it will be in those days that all inhabitants of the earth will live with each other in shalom, because they do not know that my judgment has come near. For in that time there will be found many wise men. There will also be many intelligent ones, but in addition, they who know will be silent more and more. Now listen to this, 34. And there will be many tidings and not a few rumors, and the works of the phantoms will be visible, and not a few promises will be told, some idols and others affirmed. Phantasmata is what I see in my Sefer, or phantoms. Phantoms. So ghostly like images will be visible. Now let's look up the word phantasmata, okay, because that's what it says in the Sefer, which is what I'm looking at right now. Now let's go. Phantasmata. That sounds like Project Bluebeam, but let's look it up. Phantasmata definition. Okay, let's look at what it says. It says delusive appearance, illusion, ghost, specter, figment of the imagination, mental representation of a real object, sense images, material likeness of material things, spirit. This sounds like Project Bluebeam 100%. This is what the Most High showed me. So even 2 Baruch mentions phantasmata, fake images in the sky that represent ghosts, ghouls, or something that looks like it's real. representing an elusive object. This could also talk, yes, praying for Ali Shah, Yada Yahuwah. Yes, we're talking about spaceships. We're talking about a fake white Edomite Jesus. We're talking about Project Blue Beam. It's in the scriptures. Now, keep in mind, family, 2nd Baruch is a prophetic book. So the Most High is revealing something to us here in 2nd Baruch 48:34. Yes. Idia, hey, sis. How are you, beloved sister? Good to see you. Yada Yahuwah. Phantasmata. Spaceships, aliens, Project Blue Beam, fake white Jesus in the sky. This is all part of the game, and the scriptures told you. They told you. So I take it for what it says. I believe it was a vision from the Most High to warn me, to warn you, children of Yasharal, and those grafted into the children of Yasharal. There is a strong Project Blue Beam deception coming. Be it white Jesus, be it the alien spacecrafts. And since we're talking about it, Markia says, that's what I believe IUIC needs cancer leading people to Project Blue Beam. Yes, sis. Yes, absolutely. Because when you look at chariots, let's look it up in the Abari. We're going to pull it up in the Abari. Give me a second. It does not mean spaceships. And I've already proven that in my study that I did, disproving the whole lie of, because what they think is spaceships in scripture is actually aliens, or not aliens. I'm sorry, Salaki, not aliens, but Malachim, angels. So we're going to go to Yakazakal or Ezekiel, because that's one of the scriptures they like to go to try to prove this. So we're going to go to Yakazakal, and we're going to look at where it says chariots, and we're going to see if that's actually the truth. We're going to break it down in the Abari, and we're going to see what it actually means. So we're going to go to Ezekiel, and we're going to read about this here. Okay. All right. So the Aphanim. Now, I talked about the Aphanim. If you know what the Aphanim is, they are essentially angels, okay, or Aphan, okay, singular. So let's go. Let me share my screen. Take a look at this. This is what we get when we pull this up. You got the Aleph, you've got the Pa, and you've got the Nun, Afan. Or you got the Aleph, you got the Ua, you got the Pa, and you got the Nun. This gives us Afan, okay? Now, this is what you find. A chariot wheel in Ezekiel's vision, wheels of the 10 bases beneath the layers in Solomon's temple. Okay, so if you're saying that these are aliens or spaceships, then you have to explain why these same so-called wheels were found in Solomon's temple. There's no mention of spaceships in Solomon's temple. Now, when you look up this word Afan, this is actually the same word used to describe these Malachim that are, they have eyes on them. So let's go to that scripture real quick, and we're going to read it so I can prove it, which proves that they are beings. Okay, so let's read this. And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of flash lightning. Now, as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by living creatures with its 4 faces, and the appearance of the wheel, and their work was like unto the color of beryl. And they had one likeness in their appearance, and their work was were a wheel in the middle of the wheel. Okay. Now let's keep reading. When they went about 4 sides, they turned not and went. And as for the rings, were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them. Okay, so these wheels have eyes. Now let's look at Ophanim in just simple Google search. Okay, and this is what we see. Okay, these beings. Okay, so it's a wheel in a wheel. Okay, covered in eyes. Now, it doesn't mention it having a big old eyeball right here, but it does mention eyes on the rings. So it's a ring in a ring, and these rings are covered in eyes. Okay, but this is not a spaceship. Okay, so let me show you what I always see. So all I got to do is type Yahweh Shai. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we get. Okay, this stuff right here. You know what I'm saying? You know, some of our people, man, they be like, you know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Shah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Yahweh Shah, Baruch Bahabasham, Yahweh Shah, you know what I'm saying? Baruch Baham, Yahweh Shah, he coming in the chariots for our people, you know what I'm saying? We come for the chariots and the people, you know what I'm saying? He gonna come back and get his people, you know what I'm saying? Baruch Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? He coming in the chariots, you know what I'm saying? You see these pictures right here, you know what I'm saying? This is what we getting picked up in, you know what I'm saying? Baruch Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, you feel me? That's what they really believe, y'all. That's what they really believe. And I ain't trying to throw shots. I love my people, man. But we got to do better. We have got to do better, y'all. We have got to do better, gang. When it comes to these lies, when it comes to these doctrines, when it comes to what's being thrown around, us as a people got to do better and help our people to understand the truth. But I understand we dealing with a nation of stiff-necked people that don't like to listen to the Most High. They lean on men. Freemasons at that. Now, this dude, Nathaniel, works with the police. And they asked him, do you work with the police? And he said, I can't tell you that. I wonder why. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up here. So let me just show you, because I got to prove it. Look, badge number 13676, Nathaniel Israel. Okay, he's compromised. I'm just saying, not all Yashua is Yashua. How many times I done told y'all that? How many times I done said that? You know what I'm saying? Some of our people wearing this pagan star right here. Okay, this is another deception in these camps, this pagan star. You know what I'm saying? Images of the Messiah. Okay, and what's even worse is Nathaniel is selling these images of the Messiah. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. On his website, there's images of this black Messiah being sold. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Graven images, y'all. Graven images. Look at this. Graven images. Idolatry. Okay, they love carrying around this image of the black Messiah, and I get it. Y'all want to illustrate it. I understand, homie. But carrying it around, it's an idol. It's an idol. Let me see here. I know I got more stuff I want to show you guys in a second here. But this is uncalled for. This is not what the Most High expects of his people, y'all. Okay, I've already proven the letter W, did not exist in these times. Okay, look at this image. You see that spaceship? They believe this. They believe this. I'm not trying to be mean, bro, but it's like this dude is clearly an agent. So if I see you making covenants with the heathens, homie, I can't trust you. And I'm trying to see if I can find the video here of him admitting he's a cop. And he can't tell you if he's a cop or not. Hold on. I mean, I showed you the image of him as a cop, but... And what makes it even worse to me is not only was he a cop, but he was a crooked cop on top of that. And you can easily pull this stuff up. Okay, here we go. I found it. Now they might, I ain't really worried about it, bro. The truth is the truth. So let's look at this. Let me share my tab, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of this. Now look what happened when they asked him if he's still a cop.
In the organization.
Okay. You know where I'm going, right? Right back here. It's looking.
IUIC, and clearly it's a very structured place, just as I.
But it was never a thing of I hate Trump, nothing like that. So into that, there was a Jewish man named from Eisner Brothers, Shalom Eisner.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it, y'all.
Once the men decide they want.
And so when did you start doing that kind of work, of going overseas?
In America.
Mm-hmm.
Where was it at? Tell me.
Sure.
So, even in parts of India where you have the Siddhis. Right. It's all hush. The World Court, which is pretty much the same thing. Mexico.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
You're bipartisan.
I'm just trying to figure out how many times you go, and there's no.
People here.
So I don't know who these Edomites are that are asking these questions, but I just find it very interesting.
You had a lot of Europeans, particularly Bill and Hillary. It'll be chaos.
Okay, so a goal in going into, for example, will take
not benefit you knowing you're Israel, but you are still an idolater. You're still an adulterer.
Okay, hold on. Idolater. Y'all heard what he said. Idolater. So what is this image of who you call Yahushai? Is that still not idolatry? Hey, listen, I'm honestly just trying to understand here. Big Dad says, is this IUIC or camps, period? It's mini camps. Let me give you another example since, I can't even find the part I was looking for. So let me show you something else. Gorilla Hebrew. Let's talk about him. So Gorilla Hebrew, that's what he calls himself. GRLA is what he calls it. GRLA Hebrew. Okay. So this dude, first of all, he looks Arab to me. This dude is definitely not Negro, in my personal opinion. I don't know who his dad is, but you cannot convince me this dude is one of us. Okay, so we got another hijacker. Okay, now there was an image he took that is very, very Masonic. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, y'all. There was an image he took in front of his crib, and it had a very interesting number that was attached to it. And I can't even find it right now. Hold on a minute, y'all. I'm about to connect the dots for you in 1 second if I can find the image. Now, this dude is out here getting these daughters of Ziyun pregnant, treating them like trash, so on and so forth. And I just find that to be a little strange, y'all. But this dude is not Negro. Okay, he is not Negro. He looks Arab to me, y'all. This dude is a whole Arab. This is a whole Edomite right here. Like, are you serious? Bro, you can't be serious. Now, look at the shirt, Sakari. Okay, now notice that they use this pagan star of a Remphan. Okay, I can't find that image of him, y'all. But there was an image of him in front of his house or his old apartment. And when you look at his apartment, there's a number on there that says 233. But if you reverse that, you get 322. 322 is a Masonic organization called Skull and Bones. And for the life of me, I can't find it. But give me a second, y'all. Now, if you don't understand that the Star of Remphan is a pagan symbol, that what they call the Star of David is really a pagan symbol. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole problem. Let me see. There was one dude that was really exposing this dude, Gorilla. You know what I'm saying? And lights, camera, action. But he stopped. I don't really know what happened to him because he just started calling everybody a Mason and so on and so forth. So I just kind of stopped watching him. I just think he was just making up stuff at the end of the day. But he said that laying with a prostitute is not, it's not a transgression of the Torah. It's a transaction, which I found to be very, very strange. Yeah, I can't find it at all. I'm going to show, if you don't know, give me a 1 in the chat if you know that the star, what they call the Star of David, is pagan. Give me a 1 if you know that. If you don't know that, give me a 2. If you need proof it's pagan, give me a 2. And give me a 1 if you already know it's pagan. Because I'm about to expose that real quick too. Yeah, it looked like they removed that thing. Let me just check the chat real quick. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Okay, so most of us know that is it about color or a bloodline? It's about bloodline. Okay, it's definitely about bloodline, Ak. But the thing about it though is there's no way that this dude has any ties or went through the same curses that our people went through. You cannot tell me his ancestors were brought on slave ships. That's really false. I mean, there's just no way under the dome that this dude is Negro at all. There's just no way you can convince me that he is. Okay, so we know, most of us know that symbol is pagan. Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to now show you, to those who may not see this or may watch this on a replay, that the symbol is 100% pagan. 6 star. It's like a 6. It's got 666 all over it. So let me go to my page real quick on Instagram, and I'm going to prove it. No, it's not about color to a certain extent, right? But I mean, I've seen certain images that it's supposed to be his dad, and his dad is not Negro, so therefore he isn't. So he isn't one of us. But you know, people will believe anything that people say because they claim to be of the bloodline. All right, let me share this with y'all if y'all don't know. So the fact that Sakari uses the Star of Remphan on their logo is very telling to me. Take a look at this.
743. You took up the tabernacle of Moloch and the star of your god Remphan, images which you made to worship, and I will carry you away beyond Babylon. Amos 5:26. You also carried Sikkuth your king, and Shin your idols, the star of your gods, which you made for yourselves. Let's take a closer look at the star. 6 points, 6 small triangles, 6 sides, and all together. Another triple 6, and again. 666 is all over this star. Also take a look at the shape. In the center of the star, you will notice it's a hexagon. Why is this significant? This is not the Star of David. Watch this to the end.
Okay. So you can see that it's a 6-pointed star. You get 666 all over this star. But yet, Sakari uses this symbol for their camp. Now, the thing is, y'all, when it comes to the truth of Yahuwah and Yahusha, we don't need a camp to teach us. We need the Ruach to teach us. We need what Yahusha says to teach us. And this is the star right here. You see that? That's a pagan symbol. You cannot attach paganism to the names of Yahuwah and Yahusha. Okay? And that's the problem that I have with this camp. But this is their symbol. This is their official logo, but you guys have attached this pagan symbol right here. That should be a problem. This should be a problem. I'm just saying. A lot of our people are attaching to this symbol that has nothing to do with our people, has nothing to do with King Dawood, has nothing to do with any of that. And that's why I entitled this video, 2/3 will be cut off. 2/3. Now, do I believe he's one of us? Nope. I sure don't. Matter of fact, I think I have proof. Give me a second before I go. I'm going to make it plain. So I believe that, here we go. I found it. Shout out to Negroes Only. That's what I'm saying. Every time I share somebody's stuff, I'm going to shout them out. Negroes Only is an Israelite channel, and they done did their research. This is Negro Onlys, okay? Shout out to them. They do a lot of good research, proving we all Negroes, proving all 12 tribes are Negroes, all 12 tribes are Negroes, all 12 tribes are Negroes. They're not Hispanics unless we talk about Afro-Hispanics and all of that. Okay, but it says that his DNA, Gorilla's DNA was exposed, and he is not E1B1A. He is not. Okay, he is not one of us. Now, let me see. I think they had an image of his father when he was young, and it was proven that he is not Negro. Let me see. Go back a little bit more. Okay, let's just play a little bit of it.
We had Preston, and Preston had Donald, and Donald had me. That's how that worked, right? So as we can see here, none of this other part of Europe has any contribution to my genetic pool at all. But this R haplogroup, where it's seen frequently, is in all these other parts of Europe, not so much in these parts of Europe that are actually in my gene pool.
He's not even showing.
So how is it that we're...
I was just saying he's not even showing a map of R. Like, how does he know that without showing the map?
deducing that the R that's contributed to me is supposed to be from Europe, yet I don't have the DNA that coincides with that. Right? Let's keep going. So, like, yeah, you got it.
Wait, so
now this is...
I'm sorry to pause again, but so basically he's saying R1B isn't seen in the British Isles? Is that his argument? I'm trying to...
That be.
Yeah, because I'm going to pull up the map really quick if that's what he's saying. You can just go back,
Bro, the
5
Stewart
seconds.
haplogroup,
Which show his map.
The Stewart haplogroup is R1B.
Okay, R1B. Let's look that up. He admitting he has R1B1A, R1B haplogroup. Where is that found? Let's go to Google. Now we know we E1B1A. Okay, you know you E1B1A if you Yasharal. So he says he's R1B. Okay, what do we see? It is most frequently occurring to paternal lineage in Western Europe, parts of Russia. Okay, now some of Central Africa, right? Okay, you know, we can admit that, right? But if you have R1B, you are most likely found in Western Asia, North Eurasia, or Eastern Europe, okay? That is Edomite DNA. This is not tied to our people. This is not a tie to E1B1A. Now, if you find some of it in North Africa, Northeast Africa, obviously there's Khazars out there. Obviously, there's people from the Ottoman Empire out there. So it makes sense there'd be some mixing going on here, right? And obviously some colonization. But our people, so let me show you this. Look at this map. Our people are mostly found from the west coast of Africa right on down. And you'll also find some of it in East Africa, okay? But look how heavy it is in the lands of Japheth. Okay, look how heavy. Look at, you see that dark pink? You see that dark pink? Hey, you see that dark pink? That's about 25 to 50%, 50 to 100% right here. Europe, y'all. Okay, now you notice how light the pink is right here. That's about 2 to 10% of this R1B. Okay, but well, our people are mostly found in West Africa all the way south. And you also find some of our people in East Africa. Obviously, the tribes have been scattered all across the African continent, and most of our people are scattered across the 4 corners that are the Southern Kingdom. But what he has is mostly found here in Europe. Okay, Europe. So, and we know they like to, you know, marry the heathens and marry the heathen women, you know, marry the heathen women, marry the heathen women. They like to marry the heathen women. So, I mean, I'm not shocked about it. But like, Ak asked me, he said, Big Dad says, I'm not going to lie, I didn't know anything about the truth until the camps. I see the actual info lining up with soul teachers. I'm confused. Honestly, Aki, let me tell you something, family. I would not listen to these camps. And, you know what I'm saying? I understand you probably are just seeking out truth, but they know this. Most of these camps are COINTELPRO and Freemasons. Let me show you. So I did a song. I'm gonna show you something else real quick. So I did a song called "Come Out of Campianity" because I knew that these camps were leading our people astray, right? And I had a problem with it. Now, let me ask you something, Aki. Do you believe that that camp is that camp chart is true? I'm asking this specifically to Big Daz. Do you believe that that 12 tribes chart is 100% true? This only goes to Big Daz. Okay, I only want him to answer this. Give me a 1, Big Daz, if you believe it's true, and give me a 2 if you don't believe it's true. I just want to see something real quick. Whole truth, so help me, y'all. I did a teaching yesterday disproving who you call trumpets call. Some of her teachings are off. This whole thing about Yahusha being the archangel is not the truth at all. It is not the truth. It is not the truth. All right, Big Daz, I'm waiting to see if you believe that 12 tribes chart is true. But I'm going to go to my song, Come Out of Campianity. And when you listen to the song, you're going to see, you know what I'm saying, that I expose that these people are Masons. So let me go to my song. This song go hard, by the way. I don't even. I'm going to show this before I jump off. All right. So look, let me show you my song. Come Out of Campianity. All right. This is my song. I'm going to just fast forward because I want you to see something here. Let's go right here.
Bearing false witness will shorten your lifespan. Yahusha HaMashiach is Yahuwah's right hand. Esau was ruddy, but that's not the white man. King David was also ruddy, that is not white skin. Let my people go, come about it.
Okay, you see this right here? You see the camps. This is called the christening, okay? Where they have the sword and they do it over the shoulders. Now you're going to notice they do the same thing. They do the same thing with in Freemasonry.
Campianity, you focused on skin color, repent of all your vanity. Can't mix the Bible with hatred, lies, and profanity.
Okay, you see the Roman Catholics, the Knights Templar, they doing the same thing. They are doing the exact same thing. They're doing the exact same thing. Freemasons, pagans. Okay, you saw it with your own eyes, but let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Elevate yourself, but not your Uwa, that's the gravity. Let my people go, come up out of Campianity. You focused on skin color, repent of all your vanity.
Okay, you see that? You see that? Okay, you see the V design. You see the same thing with the camps, the V design. Freemasonry. Okay, Freemasons. Let's keep going.
Can't mix the Bible with hatred, lies, and profanity. Elevate yourself, but not your
look at that. Freemasonry. Okay, you see those little cuffs on his arms? Okay, Nathaniel wearing those same cuffs. Okay, hold on, let me make this bigger. You see those cuffs on his hands? You see those cuffs on his hands? It's the same thing. These people are Masons, y'all.
Well, that's the gravity.
Okay, you see the V design. You see the V design. Okay, that they're standing in the V formation. You also see that in Freemason.
Yeah, y'all looking.
You see that? Look at that. Do you see the same thing, y'all? This is why niggas don't like Yexer. You feel what I'm saying? Because I be noticing these things and I call it out. And people be like, man, you hating. Man, they waking our people up. You know what I'm saying? Don't be saying that. But bro, come on. You can't deny the Mason.
Yeah, y'all looking.
See the V formation. It's the same thing, yo. It's the same thing, y'all.
Real goofy out here. All y'all.
Okay, you see the Freemason compass, you see the V formation, and you also see the V formation right here. This is the Freemason square and compass.
So-called Israelites. And why are you even calling yourself an Israelite?
Okay, look at that. You see? Okay, you see like that little curve right there? This also adds to the V, okay, which is a part of that Freemason compass. You can connect the dots with this. You feel what I'm saying?
Because Jacob's name was changed to Yasharel. Y'all look real.
Okay, now you see the 666 he's constantly throwing up, putting people on witchcraft
out here. Purple Power Rangers.
Okay, now you also see in the background. Now, let me show you one more thing, y'all, and this is it, I promise, because I got to get off of here. So, now, Nathaniel, he throws up these, like, devil horns a lot when he's preaching and stuff like that. Let me just show you real quick. IUIC. I want you to see it with your own two eyes. Okay, I might have to go to a video about it. Give me a second. Okay, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to go to Facebook here, and I'm going to show y'all a couple of little things that I think that y'all should see, and we'll go from there. So Nathaniel always throws up these devil horn symbols, and I'm going to show you in a second. Okay. So let me share my screen, and I'm going to show you this real quick, and I'm going to jump off of this thing. So let's go here to YouTube. Now, look at these horns he throws up. Let me go back a little bit more. It's like right about here. Okay, you see those hand symbols? Let me mute this. The devil horns. Now, this is how they curse people, okay? And I'm going to show you in Satanism, this is what they do to curse people by throwing up the devil horns at them, okay? Now, watch what he does, okay? You see the 666 right there, okay? Now, pay attention to his hands, okay? You see those devil horns? You saw them devil horns, all right? One more time. Okay, you see that? You see him pointing them devil horns at you, okay? Now, let's look at Anton LaVey, the founder of the Satanic Temple. And let's see what that actually means. He going to explain it himself. The Edomite, he going to explain to you what it is. All right, here we go. The truth coming out today. Yexer own it. Yexer going to learn you. Yexer going to learn you. All right, now listen to what he says. This is the same symbol.
It was a curse. Would you like me to show them how the sign of the curse works?
Sign of the
completely
curse?
different.
How does it go?
No, not at you people out there in the audience, but this is the difference.
Aim it toward Red China, would you?
This is the sign of the horn. A curse sign, the two fingers extended. This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast, you know.
I always
all over
figured if I ever
when
met
it's
the
together.
devil, it'd have dirty fingernails. Go on.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Where?
Dirty fingernails.
Well, that's because I've been fooling around with your equipment.
Never mind. Don't blame it on the studio. Go on with it.
All right.
So that's the sign of the horn, and then what happens? Is that it?
Well, the other ones too.
Yeah. What are the other ones?
The other ones, one of them's the pox sign. That's 3 fingers extended.
A pox on you?
A pox on you. During the Middle Ages, this was.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
But
You're
originally,
a bad cat.
Well, yeah. Listening to the audience.
I don't.
Okay, you see that? It's a curse. He's cursing our people. He's cursing our people, y'all. And with that said, maybe I'll do another video going live talking about this. Maybe we'll do it, I don't know, before the show on, you know, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Maybe Friday before we go live and we listen to the album, I'll do a teaching, you know what I'm saying, on just these satanic symbols and you know, something like that. I don't know. I'll be your Uwa, direct me in it. All right, y'all. That's it for me, family. That's all I gotta go. I gotta hop off of here. Sheesh, 8:20. It's late. All right, family. I love you. All esteem to the Most High, Yahuwah forever. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Please be sure to smash that like button. And I ain't trying to bring division amongst the body. I'm only trying to bring out the truth. And unfortunately, there's a lot of terrors out here that look like us.
Hit me again, Ike, and put some stank on it.
I love y'all. All esteem to y'all. Y'all be blessed. And don't forget, y'all, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the album. Album is dropping Thursday at midnight. Okay? So all esteem to the Most High. I love you guys. And with that said, Shalom.
Hey, Yexer.
Our counterintelligence program must prevent the rise of a black messiah.
Look. We went from Hebrew to a Negro to a runaway slave. Came up off that plantation, broke our shackles and chains. And it's no more cotton picking, no tobacco, no cane. This a whole new plateau where Yasharel will remain. We went from Hebrew to a Negro to a runaway slave. Came up off that plantation, broke our shackles and chains. And it's no more cotton picking, no tobacco, no cane. This a whole new plateau where Yasharel will remain. Only one nation of people had their heritage hidden. In the scriptures it's been written, I'm no longer a Christian. Went from Negro to a black or a colored. By the blood of Yahushua we redeemed and we covered. And Yahuwah gave instruction, now the truth is uncovered. Recompense for how our people and our youth have just suffered. And the lies that they told us now ruptured and punctured. And we fell from His grace but now restored and recovered. Yeah, they beat us and deceived us and their deeds were egregious. Had us bowing to the cross and controlled us with Jesus. And they did it so seamless and it made us obsequious. And Yahuwah loved His people, He restored us with meekness. It is He that woke us up to our Hebrew uniqueness. Yasharel and Yahusha, not a greater allegiance. Wipe the tears from our eyes cause He knows of our grievance. Through the blood of Yahusha, no more tormented demons. We went from Hebrew to a Negro to a runaway slave. Came up off that plantation, broke our shackles and chains. And it's no more cotton picking, no tobacco, no cane. This a whole new plateau where Yasharel will remain. We went from Hebrew to a Negro to a runaway slave. Came up off that plantation, broke our shackles and chains. And it's no more cotton picking, no tobacco, no cane. This a whole new plateau where Yasharel will remain. Yahuwah set us free, we not hanging from trees. If we say we set apart, then why we slanging the streets? And we kill our own brother off of so-called beef. Mainstream music is destructive and we can't find no peace. And I'm a child of the king, we were more than a slave. His name is a strong tower, in Yahuwah we safe. Manufactured us a culture that's immoral, depraved. His name written on our foreheads, forever engraved. And there is no word spoken that can measure our pain. Through all the terror and the pressure, we still call on His name. For centuries, Yasharel, we've been all led astray. Transgressions of our sins, yeah, led us away. And our people stiff-necked and they all disobey. But by Yahuwah and Yahusha, we not walking in faith. One people, one nation, yeah, run through our veins. Because Yahusha fled those curses, I'm a runaway slave. We went from Hebrew to a Negro to a runaway slave. Came up off that plantation, broke our shackles and chains. And it's no more cotton picking, no tobacco, no cane. This a whole new plateau where Yasharel will remain. We went from Hebrew to a Negro to a runaway slave. Came up off that plantation, broke our shackles and chains. And it's no more cotton picking, no tobacco, no cane. This a whole new plateau where Yasharel will remain. Yeah.
Hey, Xer.